All right, well, okay, let's just jump straight into it. Have top 30 players, and keep in mind that players like the big guys like LeBron and KD and Curry are just not going to be here, and they're going to be gone.
Yeah,
So,
of course.
yeah, so we have pretty. We have either guys in their prime, like in their latter end of their prime, or guys that are like gonna come up, or guys that are not even in the league yet.
I feel like I'm missing someone, bro. I feel like I'm
Who are
missing
you?
someone, bro.
Who are you missing?
I don't know.
What,
I'm
what
also
could it
saying
be?
my
Like
list
a
is
guy
very
that's not in the
like.
league yet?
How many people
One
do you have
player?
that aren't in the league right now? Just one,
I
I
have
assume.
like not including honorable mention, or are we
Yeah, I
including
mean
honorable
your whole
mention?
list.
Okay, my whole list is one, two, three. I have no, I have four guys. I have four guys. Four
Wow,
guys that are not in the league.
wow.
And these are guys that have been I've been hearing ever since I was like 15. Like,
I have
I've got to
two.
have these guys. You have two,
I have two.
and I have a pretty good idea who those two are. I have one of them in my top 10, and
I feel
you
like I
know,
know who your four are,
yeah, they're like the four
but
generic.
maybe not this one guy that I have.
Okay, you know what? Since you're the guest on this channel, how
The
about
fuck?
you? How about you provide us with your five honorable mentions first? All right, come
Good.
on, let's get it.
My fifth honorable mention goes to Donovan Mitchell.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah.
He's that low? Are you saying in 5 years he won't be like still like the lead, like even a one or a two of like in a
Mm,
franchise? Like, okay,
I don't
okay, think
know.
about it.
Like, look at his stats now. Like, he's averaging like 21,
Yeah, because he's
and
playing
he's got
for the best
younger
team in basketball.
players on this list, or he's got younger players on his team that are just going to be better.
Are you think Darius Garland and Evan Mobley are going to be better than him?
In 5 years, Donovan Mitchell will be 33 years old.
Okay, Darius Garland was only drafted maybe 1 or 2 years after him, and Evan Mobley was drafted 4 years after him. So they're not that much younger, and second of all, there's just I don't see them ever surmounting Donovan Mitchell, even on the back end of his prime. How old is Donovan Mitchell? Like he's in his mid 20s,
28.
like yeah, 28. That's kind of old. So he's just now entering his like he entered his prime maybe last year or 2 years ago. I still see Donovan Mitchell with his play style and his
Again, I mean, maybe this is wrong. I mean, like, I don't know.
okay.
I just,
No, actually no. What's your explanation for that? I'm very curious.
I don't know. I don't really have an explanation. He didn't make the 25, bro. I don't know.
It was 30, not
I just,
25.
yeah, he didn't make the 25.
I said 30.
He didn't make the 25, so he's in the 30. Like, he's in the bottom five. Like, he's in honorable mentions for a reason. I feel like 25 is just gonna be whoever's at 25 is going to be a better player.
I really messed up then if that's the case.
I think number
I did
25
I did
will be a better
I did
basketball
top.
player than what Donovan Mitchell is.
First of all, that's crazy to say because even I have Donovan Mitchell in in my top 15.
And I
Let's
love
just say
Donovan
that.
Mitchell, but
Uh-huh. You know what I did? I did a top 30 and then did five honorable mentions to that. Yikes.
well,
So
I guess 26 through 30 is your honorable mention.
okay, okay, sure. I'm gonna just give a quick honorable mention to my people that technically didn't make my list.
Hmm.
And I'm not talking about the actual honorable mentions since we're doing 25.
Yeah.
So those five, okay. I'm anticipating that Amen, Ace Bailey, Jalen Green, Trey J, and Tyrese Halliburton will be somewhere in here. What?
Okay.
What? No, no, no. What's your objection?
Someone you named, I have fairly high on that list, on my list.
I know who you're talking. Trey J.
No, it's not who I was speaking about, but we'll see.
What?
I'm
Amen.
not gonna spoil the list. I'm just gonna let you think.
No, no. These people, they didn't. If we're going by 25, they didn't make my honorable mention. So,
Not
I
horrible.
mean, you can object to this. I mean, they're gonna be top. They're gonna be top 35
I
players
just
within
feel
the
like
next
I'm
5 years.
missing someone. My list is. I'm very skeptical now, but
Bro, this is my honorable mention. Okay, I got Tyler Hero, and my
I thought
explanation for
about
this
him.
is like, he's probably a top 30-ish player now.
Yeah.
With his production. So, and he's just been named an All-Star.
He just
Did
won
he not
the.
win it?
Yeah, he just
Yeah,
won the
he just
3-point
won the
contest just now.
as we speak. So, it also with the franchise going away from Jimmy Butler, getting that bad taste out of his mouth. I just think a player like Tyler Hero who can do it all offensively, can get to the rim, he's like a 3-level scorer, like a poor man's Devin Booker kind of in a way. But just the way that he can get buckets just makes me think that he can, like the franchise is going to sort of center around him. Now, do I think the Heat are going to be contenders? No. But do I think that they can contribute highly and, with Tyler Hero still being in the mix, with him being the best offensive player? Yeah. So that's my justification for Tyler Hero being at 30.
Next, Nikola Jokic.
What?
I don't know if he likes basketball enough to be playing when he's 35.
30? I know.
That's my.
First,
I don't think he'll be playing in 5 years. That's my
bro's
opinion.
really giving into the Jokic meme. Stop, bro.
No, I'm serious, bro. I'm serious.
Why? What makes you
He
think that?
literally doesn't like basketball, bro. He'll be 35.
It's
That's
not that he
old.
doesn't, bro.
That's
If he didn't like
old.
basketball, he wouldn't.
That's
He wouldn't play.
old.
He has more than enough monies. He has more than enough MVPs. He has a championship. Like
Bro, he's gonna win like
damn
one
near
more
good.
MVP, maybe one more championship, and he's got nothing else to prove. Like I think in 2030 will be the year he retires.
I
Like he'll
I mean
retire
I'm
this
not
year.
even. I wouldn't even be that surprised if he did. I mean, because NBA players usually retire around their mid to late 30s. It's just that you think that Jokic will be not even a top 25 player by the time you're like top 25 player is not even an all-star.
No, like previously, like he's an honorable mention because I don't know if he's going to be there. If he was in the league at this time, I would have him in the list very highly.
Okay.
Like I think
Okay,
he's going
okay,
to retire
okay.
up top of the league, but like I don't think he's going to play until the wheels fall off.
Just the way that Jokic plays, it doesn't really demand that much physical he doesn't play like what an ant does, like just jumping all around and yeah, like
I
so
just feel he's
that's
going
why
to
I
play.
think he'll and plus Jokic doesn't really get injured like that.
I
Okay.
mean, he's
I
got
mean,
children, he's got a wife, he got his horses.
hey
Who knows
man.
his next chapter? Who knows?
Okay. Actually, I have Sabonis here for the same reasons. I I really think
I think he's
Sabonis
younger
is
than Jokic.
yeah, but I mean they have similar playstyles is what I'm saying. Like he can I mean Sabonis is a much better rebounder. I'm aware of that. The way he rebounds the ball and can play make and he can score if the team needs him to. Currently he has Levine and DeRozan and he has all these good like pieces as teammates, but people are not really ready to see Sabonis as the best player, which he is going to be now. So in 5 years, I don't see him dropping off that much in production because of this play style is not really that much physically demanding, at least compared to the other athletes in the NBA. Also, there's not I really don't see this Kings adding another major piece like that might be better than him or take away production in the next 5 years. And I think the direction that the Kings are going to go is going to be centered around Sabonis. I don't think his play style is going to end up being something like a superstar is,
Mm-hmm.
but 29 is pretty fair, What was your next honorable mention?
Trey Murphy.
That is damned high. That is damned high.
He's
If
going to be
I
a
was
really
a,
good role player, like one of the best in the
I
league.
understand.
Three and
But
D,
28.
athletic, can defend.
I understand, but 28 is
Anyone, any of the 30 teams would want Trey Murphy on their team.
I'm not doubting that, but the fact that okay, here's what I have to say about Trey Murphy. If the Pelicans, depending on how they do in the lottery this year, they might draft someone like an Ace Bailey that can sort of. I mean, he's not going to take his. Well, he might like take some production away from him. Um, like might fill in a sort of Brandon Ingram role. Also with Trey Murphy, I mean, I understand like he's good, but he's he's just not in the league with like these players. Like he shouldn't be mentioned in the same conversation as these all stars.
I think in the coming years he'll be an MIP.
Okay,
Like
I don't
he's
think
gonna
that.
take that next step to like J Dub. He's gonna be like that J Dub type player.
Okay, okay. My next honorable mention is a player that's not even in the league yet, Dylan Harper. He's been massively hyped. Have I done a lot of research on him? No, but I know that he's a bucket, and I know that his next draft class is really strong.
Player
Knowing
comp
that,
is James Harden.
yeah, I mean that it gives it. I mean that's just a telltale sign of what Dylan Harper is gonna be. I mean I've seen a few highlights, but I'm not an expert on Dylan Harperism.
Yeah, neither am I.
All right, what's your next honorable mention?
Kyrie Irving.
You think Kyrie Irving will still be playing at this time? I thought about Kyrie once, and I was
Yeah.
like, no. He's bro. What
If
is he?
if
33?
he's in the league at this time, I think he'll still be up there. He'll be in the top
No, I think,
25, but
bro,
I'm not
he
sure.
will be. I don't think he'll be at this. Like, even if he is in this league, I think he'll be sort of like, he'll be mid
I mean, he's arguably
in
the
this
most
league.
skilled player of all time, so I don't know.
I understand that, but I mean, age plays its toll. Like, just because it's not doing it with LeBron and KD and Curry. I mean, at least to the extent that we've seen other.
Skill wise, he is very much capable of being top 25.
I understand that,
Even when he's 40.
but it's 5 years from now.
Yeah, I just
See,
that's why. I mean, I think he'll still be top 25 if he's there, but I'm not sure. That's why he's an honorable mention for me.
okay, my next player is. I mean, I love him, but unfortunately, he just can't make the top 25. There's just too many talented people. It'll have to be Carl Anthony Towns. But he'll be 33, 34. He'll be up there. I mean, he'll be at the very tail end of his prime, and I don't think his playstyle is very like, it's bruising, but like he could very well like have a playstyle that's just like less physically demanding, and I see him like staying in that sort of role. So I'm not really mad at Carl Anthony Towns. Like
Carl Anthony Towns has
being
been 29 for a while.
he's 29.
He's been 29 since November.
Well, I mean he was drafted in 2015, so
Yeah.
I don't. Okay, what's your next?
Last one is Anthony Davis.
I was about to say I was about to crash out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard Anthony. I was about to.
Anthony Edwards.
I was about to crash
No,
out.
I'm not.
Anthony Davis is 31, I believe. So he'll be 36
Yeah,
at this time, and I do
36.
not.
I have everyone's age of what they would be in 2026. Or
I
2030.
don't.
Yeah.
I don't think Bro is gonna last. Yeah, I agree with you. That's why I didn't put AD on the list. Okay, at first he was in my top 20. Then I looked up. I was like, damn, he's 31, and like just the way he gets injured. Like even now, like when he like post Luka trade, he played one game. He played great in the first
Yeah, he
half.
played amazing. My God, he played amazing.
Yeah, then just gets injured on a non-contact injury, by the way, and now he's out for a month. He's made of glass, so unfortunately, as much as I love his play style and he's very good at the game of basketball, He just will not last at the age of 36.
You think
That's really it.
by 2030 there will be a Luka type trade again?
That's a very interesting take. I don't know. Well, okay, I'll say this. Ever since Luka got traded, there's just because Luka is like top three most untouchable player in the league.
Yeah. So like anyone in
So,
like your top, let's just say like anyone who's in your currently in your top 8, like them getting traded at this time would be like crazy.
other than Wemby, I know, but then even then, like that's really what we thought about Luka.
Yeah,
Like
you
right
really
now
don't
of
know.
my
Like
top eight,
you can't answer
yeah.
that question. You can't. There's no way to tell.
Okay, here's my closest answer to it. I will say never because Nico Harrison really opened the door of like what does an untouchable player really mean.
I don't think anyone's
So
untouchable. Like genuinely, I don't think anyone's untouchable.
or I'm playing devil's advocate here. Do you think the Mavericks just did this out of like is it like it's an exception to the rule? Like they just wanted something like to win now and to get rid of Luca. Like this wasn't just a one decision thing and then Nico Harrison got clarity. He was like, oh no, I want Luca back. No, this
I
was
think
something
there
that
is
was
something
going
else
on.
behind it. Because obviously Luka's young and good, so like I don't.
Hmm. Like no, this was something going on for like going on a month. Like you have Rob Pelinka and Nico Harrison just talking back to back. I mean for weeks and weeks,
Mhm.
like trying to work out a deal and all the nuances and stuff. So I think I've well I'm playing devil's advocate here, but I think my devil's advocate has sort of convinced me that I do think that there is some sense of what untouchable is, but I think that what Luca did, I mean that whole Luca trade is kind of an exception to what untouchable. Like that I mean that's an exception to the rule. Like I still like when I look at my top 8 right now and seeing what players that they are right now or could be in 5 years, I'm I, I'm saying like that they're not untouchable. Like, I'm saying that they're basically untouchable, and it will take a situation like how the Mavericks have been frustrated with Luca to for a trade that absurd to happen.
I think what Nico Harrison said about GM's jobs are short, and if things aren't working, then you gotta make change. Like what he said was right, but
What?
what he did was
No,
wrong. Like his words were right.
I, under,
What he
I
said was
understand that.
correct. And
I understand that,
I
but it's
think a
not.
GM sees something like hypothetically, if the Timberwolves can see something like at the whole big picture, and it
Mhm.
costs Anthony Edwards, you can't say no because you can't say it's a for sure
Well,
no
yeah.
because like Luka's better and slightly older, slightly.
Okay, see, okay, here's what I have to say. I understand that GMs. I really like the point that you made. You said GM career are short, and like you kind of have to make a bank while you're there.
Yeah.
Like, but it's not like you were just given emperorship of not emperorship, but like you've given consul like power of Rome, and basically what Rome their emperors do, like they only stay there for a year, and then after that they leave, and you can't be reelected.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's not like the world is on your shoulders at that point.
It's just
I
very
mean, I
rare
get
for
it.
a GM like Pat Riley is a very like exception. Like he's been there for so long. Like even like Danny Ainge
That's
got
that's because
booted.
that's just he's really good at his job. That's why.
But I mean, look at like Danny Ainge. He's very good at his job. He got booted.
Then he found a job right after. Like,
How's his team doing?
he doesn't. You can't let him cook. Let him
He's
cook.
been there for like four
I
years,
promise
three
you, they're about
years,
to listen. They're
and they've
about to
gotten
get
worse and worse
one of
and
the
worse.
three. Okay, listen. They're about to get one of the three star players in, like that's coming up in this draft, and then they're gonna get AJ DeBansta. They're gonna get AJ because you know why? AJ goes to Utah prep school now. He's committed to BYU. He's in Utah. I mean, the story just writes itself. I mean, it's only right he goes to the Utah Jazz, and AJ DeBansta is like he's one of those. Okay, here's my last one. I got. It's gonna be kind of tough to say this, but Jaylen Brown. I like Jaylen Brown.
I do too.
Like as a player, like I like his play style. I mean, he plays good, but he's 28, right?
He'll be
Yeah.
33.
So yeah, he's gonna be 33. He's gonna be in the tail end of his prime. Like he just won't be what he. Plus, he relies a lot of on his athleticism, and I don't see the Boston Celtics being the same Boston Celtics that they are now. I don't see them being that then. Their identity is defense and then kill you with threes. And
Mm.
with Drew Holiday, will definitely not last that long.
Yeah,
Derek
no.
White, yeah, they just have too many
Kristaps is also a
players.
questionable
And,
one.
yeah.
Injuries.
Talking about Jaylen Brown's individual playing skill within itself, I think he'll be borderline top 25. Like I mean, he'll probably be
Oh
like
yeah,
a
he was definitely
consistent
considered.
all-star.
But
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So let's get to your 25th guy.
Franz Wagner,
You know, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad
28
at that.
years
Thing.
old. He's a
Uh-huh.
really good two. He's a really good two. I think the Magic will be
Mhm.
competent.
Mhm.
They'll be up there. They'll be like a consistent top 4 team
I
ish.
feel like the Magic are just one really good piece away from being contenders.
Trae Young.
Like they have a
Trae
bunch
Young.
of like young players.
Send
I don't know about
Anthony
that.
Black. Send all the picks you gotta get, bro.
I really don't. I mean, Trey Young is in a horrible situation right now.
Bro,
I just
Trae
don't think
Young,
that he's
Paolo, and Franz.
like
I wouldn't
what
want to
would
see that team.
first. I'm very impressed with the Magic organization. And how they moved on from the whole like mid 2010s to like early 2020s have
The
just been
Vucevic
horrible.
era.
But Yeah,
That nasty.
and they drafted really well back-to-back years with Wagner and Paolo, and they have their franchise player. They have their number two. They have Jalen Suggs, who's also a great pick. And they built their identity on defense. They got a defensive coach. They made the playoffs. They made the fourth seed. I mean, even though they lost in seven, which is unfortunate
But the two
for
things
them,
they can't do is play offense and shoot. And Trae Young, every year he's been in the career, is that top five offense.
I understand that. So and I agree with you. I think that Trae Young will be
Paolo, who is like LeBron, needs his Kyrie Irving.
and Trae Young's frustrated. Okay, well they look around the league and they see what are the matchups you're gonna give?
Anthony Black.
Come on,
Well,
bro.
more,
I'm gonna
but
look
like
at that and laugh. Are you saying a trade piece centered around Anthony Black is gonna get them Trae Young?
maybe a 3-team deal or something. Like that's how it usually goes.
Yeah, unless something like the Bulls getting finessed out of Zach LaVine and them getting basically a bag of chips, a bagel, and just like nothing. Like that's really what they got. They got
Did
a
you
bag
see
of
what the
chips and a
Hawks
bagel.
traded DeAndre Hunter for?
I understand
An
what
overweight, old, nasty Georges Niang. And who else? Karis LeVert? In like 2 seconds.
Karis LeVert.
Karis LeVert's good, but like that in 2 second-round picks for DeAndre Hunter.
I mean, DeAndre Hunter's a great player.
It's really
It's actually exactly what the Cavs needed.
It's really sus.
Mm-hmm.
It's really suspect.
But I just don't think a trade like that is gonna. I mean, I feel like you can get a lot more for Trae Young than Anthony Black and some picks. I also I feel like Trae Young would be an amazing addition to the Magic because like a team identified around defense will make a bad defender play better defense.
Yeah.
I saw that
Even if he is
firsthand.
still a bad defender, I mean, he's got Jalen Suggs on his hip, so.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also realizing
it'll
my
make
list
him.
looks really bad because like LeBron, Curry, KD, like the biggest names.
Yeah,
Are
those
there.
players.
So like
Yeah,
the list just
aren't
looks
there.
weird.
Okay, now I have a question. Do you think the future of the league is in good hands?
Yeah.
Like, what I mean by that is like, would you be like just as excited to just like sit down and watch like let's say a playoff series that features like some of the league's young players in their primes? Then like, are you more excited for that or like here now? Like, what would make you more excited as an NBA fan?
Probably
Like,
now.
do you prefer
I mean,
now than then?
3 of my favorite players of all time play right now, and 2 of them won't be in 5 years. So.
That's really because you know them since like childhood.
Oh yeah, but like, yeah, I think the league is in good hands because in my top 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them aren't even 30 yet.
I feel like I'm doing something very wrong because like four. Wait, hold up. Let me see. 3, 4, 5. Oh, actually, I got a 50-50 split. Anyways, moving on from Jalen Brown. Wait, you had Wagner, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So my 25, I got. I'm very okay. I got Trae Young, and the reason I got Trae Young is he'd be 31 in 2030, right?
Yeah.
Because he's 26 now. Yeah, he'll be 31. And it's not that. I mean, I think that Trae Young would be in a sort of similar situation if he's gone from the Hawks than he is now, which means that he won't really get that much limelight compared to these other players I got in front of him. It doesn't make him any less like good of a player, but it'll just make him more under the radar, sort of. Like he's one of like point guards are really stacked, so he's one of those point guards that are just like won't be like at the very very top. Like he won't be with the Shays of the world. Let's just say that.
24.
Well, mm-hmm.
Bam Adebayo.
He wasn't even on my list.
Bam Adebayo. I think.
How old will he be in 2030?
32.
Yeah, he wasn't on my list.
His defense isn't gonna die. Like his defense.
It won't die, but it will certainly regress.
He consistently will be a top 8-ish defender every year. He's gonna score at least 15, 20 points per game. He's gonna get you 10 rebounds, get you about 5 assists. He's a player that literally no one would complain about having. He'll still be pretty good.
I just feel like the Miami Heat would focus more on Tyler Hero being a central.
I didn't say Bam Adebayo's still gonna be on the Heat now. I mean, who knows? But
we gotta.
I mean, Luka got traded, so Bam Adebayo's definitely not untouchable.
What? So are you just gonna center your list about just because Luka got traded? Anybody can get traded on this.
I think Bam Adebayo's gonna be a very good defender. He's gonna be one of the best defenders in our time, consistently throughout the 2020s. Yeah, I guess 2020s. He'll be top 5 defender in the entire decade. So, and I think he'll still be an elite defender and a plus offensive player.
I got the young buck. He's not, bro. I'm older than AJ DeBesta. The reason why I have AJ DeBesta here is again, I did a little more research on AJ DeBesta.
He's a freak. Bro, he's an athlete, bro.
It doesn't look like he has any weakness in his game. If you were to create like a wing on 2K and you gave him balanced stats, but none of them can be bad. I know that's impossible on 2K, but that's what AJ DeBesta is. And it's not like he's not skinny either. He can move well.
We keep using this term, but he might be that prospect that is LeBron James. Bro is him.
I think it's more. No, I don't think he's LeBron James, but I do think he'll be one of them once. Speaking of AJ DeBesta, the reason why I put him so low is that he's kind of a question mark. I don't know what he's gonna like. I know he's gonna be good, but like then I look at these guys and I'm like, okay, is he gonna be better than this guy? Is he gonna be better than that guy? I don't know, but the fact that I'm putting his like in his 24, like it already tells you how highly I think of AJ Depensah.
Yeah.
Now, also like in a few years, if I were like to see back at this and I'd be like, okay, yeah, I put AJ Depensah there. Like I mean, even though he's like pretty highly touted and everything, it'll be sort of like some brownie points that I put him in if I see this in a few years. Who's your 23?
Trey J.
Trey J?
Trey J. He'll be 30. I think he's
I feel
gonna
like
be relatively the same player he is right now.
I feel
He's
like
definitely top 25 right now.
Right now,
Right now.
debatable.
He made the
Like
All-Star team, so
he's 25 to like he's around. Okay, he's like 23 to like 28 right now. Like he's sort of in that tier.
and that's where I have him at 23.
In my opinion, that's the peak of what Trey J
He's an
is
elite
ever gonna be.
defender, and his
Listen,
offensive game has expanded quite a lot.
he this is the peak Trey J we're ever gonna see.
He might get a little bit
This is the-
better. A little bit,
this is
not a lot.
This
but
is the best. This is the best Trey J. He will not get any better than this. This is the best Trey J
offensively,
we'll ever see.
maybe. I think his defense, like, he can become an even better perimeter defender. It'd be more than just a blocks merchant. But 30's
He's-
not old. I think he relatively be the same as what he is now. He's a top 25 player in my eyes.
Assuming that Ja takes a bigger role, I'm gonna assume that
Well, that's what
Trey
I'm
J
assuming.
regresses a bit in production.
I think Ja Morant got badly injured last season, and he had his
But have it,
things.
yeah,
And this season, he's kind of just like getting back into the flow of things. I think next season we'll see our Ja
like the
Morant.
true Ja Morant.
Yes,
Okay, what if that doesn't happen? What will we see in the future if that doesn't
he will.
would that cause concern for you
No.
as a Grizzlies fan?
I mean, Ja Morant's doing this, and look at us right now,
Fighting for the 2 seed.
fighting for a championship. That's what we're doing.
I do not think the Grizzlies are contenders. At 23, I got Franz Wagner for the same. He's actually comparing him to the other twos of the league. He's one of the better twos of the league, and he'll only be entering his prime in 5 years. So, again, how Orlando really built an identity around defense, and I mean, not to say that Franz Wagner is a great defender, but he's just a great.
He's definitely a plus defender.
Yeah, but he's not up there.
Yeah.
He's not great per se, but I feel like yeah he's an excellent too, and he'll be he'll be in this sort of range throughout his whole career.
He
I don't
kind
see
of
him,
just do a little bit of everything. Like, he's not really bad at anything.
yeah, but I wouldn't necessarily see him like cracking the top 20, 15. I'll be very surprised if he does
Yeah.
that. Okay, what's your 22?
Shampoo.
Shampoo.
Alperen Şengün.
Okay, why do you actually? You know what? I want people to hear this. You know, in the 2021 draft, I called Shampoo being the next year. I said I had no idea what Şengün was gonna be like. I had no tape. I just looked at him and I said this guy's gonna be the next Jokic. I dead ass said that.
You know what also
I
you
said
said?
No. We're not gonna go. I did some very bad takes on that 2021 draft, but I stand behind what I said. That I really said that Şengün was. I looked one look and I said he was gonna be the next Jokic.
We can't always highlight the good. Sometimes you gotta highlight the bad.
Okay, what did I say then?
Like,
Actually, I know what I said.
you can't just look at someone's highlights and.
Okay, rip off the band-aid.
Okay,
Rip off the
so
band-aid.
at one point you said Josh Giddey. You said Josh Giddey's gonna be a bust, and then he started playing really good with the Thunder, and you're like, you know what, I take back
And he has
everything I said.
well-
Josh Giddey. He's not a bust. Josh Giddey is
I wouldn't say
he's
no.
a fine NBA player. He's like
But to be like as highly picked as he was, like okay, if there's a redraft,
what was
do
that?
you think Josh Giddey would be
2021?
one? Well, yeah, 2021. I think he was like the 6th pick or something. Either 5 or no, it was 5.
Oh, he was not 5.
What was he?
So that was 6.
No, he was. I think he was 6.
Of these people in the first round, who would I take over Josh Giddey? Şengün,
Look down.
Jalen Johnson, Cam Thomas,
Yeah.
Jonathan Kuminga,
No,
Franz
definitely.
Wagner. In the second round, Herb Jones, Aaron Wiggins.
For me, I have Jalen Brunson, and I'm curious whether or not he's on your list.
Oh, he is.
He is. So you must have him. I mean, I would imagine he's probably around this age. Now, right now, he's probably somewhere, like floating around the top 10. No, like he's probably somewhere to like the 8 through 13 ish. Probably
Yeah.
like right now, that's
Yeah,
where he
that's
is.
fair.
The reason why I have Jalen Brunson this low in
It's
5
not
years, I mean,
low,
he'll be.
It's fine. He's
I
gonna be
mean,
33.
he'll-
He's not like athletic.
Yeah, I think he'll regress, but I don't think he'll regress to the point where he won't even be a top 30 player. I think he'll be in consideration for All Stars, but because I think that guards are really stacked in the league, I don't think he'll get some nods.
21.
Who you got?
LaMelo Ball.
Wow, that's kind of low.
LaMelo's about at this range right now. LaMelo is who he is.
I really disagree with that. The reason why is I think that LaMelo Ball can really mature as a player, and as you said, he'll give you 30 points and 8, 9 assists tonight. I mean, what are you looking for? Plus, his team is only bound to get better because they suck right now.
Yeah,
So
but are the
assuming that they
Hornets that
get,
good at drafting?
assuming I mean they drafted pretty well. I mean they got
Tijion
Carmelo and
Salon.
you have
You
he's
want
a
to know how many
rookie. You
points
have
he's
no
averaging
like.
per game? I know this.
Listen, he's a rookie.
3.3.
Okay, but they also drafted Brandon Miller.
Yeah, Brandon Miller's very good, but like, what else is that
Yeah,
team? The team sucks. The Hornets suck. The Hornets have never been good in my lifetime.
bro, trying to get me banned on YouTube.
Have the Hornets been good in our lifetime? How many times since you've
Next,
watched basketball have the Hornets been in the playoffs?
okay, are we talking about
Maybe once with
like
Kemba, but
are we talking about the New Orleans Hornets with Chris Paul?
no, you were hardly even alive for that.
Listen, every single franchise has had their ups and downs in these last years. I mean,
Except the
it's
Celtics,
not. Yeah, they're really good for just
ever.
like consistently.
I don't even remember the last
I
time
think
the
it's
Celtics
because like
sucked.
they're just a big market. So
I mean, the Lakers kind of had their moments where they were bad.
yeah, but then they just
They
instantly
got
put up to be
LeBron.
good. Like imagine whiffing so bad on the draft and then just hey LeBron, you got a consolation prize. Oh,
Bro,
yo
Lonzo and
AD.
Brandon. I think if the Lakers would have kept their core, I still think they'd be like pretty good.
Oh, like right now,
Like
oh, like
Lonzo,
Lonzo and Bi
like
and
although if you keep with the injuries, I mean, Brandon Ingram and Lonzo don't really
oh
play.
yeah,
So,
really cooked.
but healthy,
I
I think they would be like as good as what
no,
like the
I
Magic
think
are right now. I mean,
no, the
Lonzo's
Lakers
very
are
good.
just the Lakers won't ever be like atrocious just because they're such a big market. People are just going to be attracted to play for LA.
But they had to be bad. They had the number 2 pick to get Lonzo. So like, I don't. I think that was
Yeah, they
that was
were.
the year
But
after
that
Kobe retired. So yeah, it
no,
makes
yeah,
sense.
it was.
Yeah,
But people are just going to be attracted to play in LA. So I don't think they'll like even if they're bad, they won't be bad for long.
yeah, that's fair.
Like even if they whiff that badly in the draft, like they really could have had Jason Tatum. And I mean, I'm not to say that Lonzo's a bad player, but he's not
I love
Jason
Lonzo.
Tatum.
If he didn't get
Yeah,
injured, I think if he didn't have his injuries,
same
I
with
definitely would have Lonzo Ball on this list. But he just is not the same player anymore.
whoa,
Lonzo, what is
that's
Lonzo bad
high,
at? What is
bro.
Lonzo?
Are
I'm saying
okay,
if
okay.
Lonzo didn't get his injuries, bro, Lonzo is good at everything.
Are, not you hopping on the hype train trying to say like Lonzo's Steph Curry with a 40-inch vertical.
No, but I think bro, he's
Elite
not that
baller,
much
obviously
worse
say
than
that.
Lamelo.
He really is.
He's
You
not.
literally said yourself that LaMelo is the type to drop 30 points and 8 assists. Lonzo was not dropping that.
But Lonzo was gonna give you like
15 and 10, maybe.
Bro, peak Lonzo if he didn't get injured, bro, he could give you like 27 and 10.
Oh, Lon
Like he'd give you like Cade
27.
Cunningham, what Cade Cunningham's doing right now. But
Cade
less
Cunningham's
scoring,
giving.
less scoring.
He can okay, but I just
But a
don't
far
think
better
that
defender. Lonzo's like an elite defender and an elite passer.
Cade's a plus defender too. I don't.
I'm just saying. He's not Lonzo. I still don't think he's a better defender than Lonzo.
Yeah,
But
Lonzo can
where are
move
we?
really well.
You get to 21? Who's your 21?
Uh,
Who?
whoa! Did you just predict my player?
Did you say Jalen Brown?
Oh no! I had Jalen Brown all the way
Oh,
down to
Jalen
24.
Brunson. Yeah, you talked about him. Yeah.
No, that was my 22. I
Oh.
thought my 21 is another Jalen from
You
the
better not be
Oklahoma
Suggs. Oh,
City Thunder.
okay.
What? Yeah, Suggs. I'm not that much of a glazer. No
Okay.
way. Absolutely not. Um,
Or Jalen Green.
Jalen. No.
Yeah.
I had Jalen Green on my
Yeah, yeah.
my below 30.
J-Dub.
J-Dub, that boy J-Dub. J-Dub is also like one of those players who are I mean he's good, but he's gonna be averaging sort of
Who's
like
averaging now?
he's a yeah and I think all out of these wings like okay I'm gonna list a bunch of wings. Tatum, Flag, Paolo, um
J-Dub gonna
yeah
give you a cool like 22,
okay
6 and
like
6.
Zion and Scotty and well I guess we can count like I mean the best and Wagner are gonna be some of them, but I feel like J-Dub is like kind of on the lower tier of those like small forward, power forward people that I not to say that
Speaking
he's
of
not a good
Scotty
player, but
Barnes, I
there's
took Scotty Barnes off my list
why did you take Scotty Barnes off your list?
because like he's just not. I thought he was
Do you
a
think
good
he'll be on the Raptors
basketball.
at this time?
I can't predict that. All I know is that his jump shot doesn't look great, and
He's a
he's
great
just
player.
not he's not a top 25 player right now, and I feel like I mean I would like him on my team, but like he just got a max contract. I don't know if he's worth that.
I mean, okay, who's your 20?
Devin Booker.
Same.
Oh, that's great.
Okay,
I don't know.
would
He's just
you?
gonna be Devin Booker. I mean, he's gonna get buckets still. He's only 33. I mean, he's not gonna
Yeah,
fall
but
off.
he won't be that sort of like I don't think he'll be that sort of
He might not be on the
elite.
Suns by next season.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll be a Sun for life. Who knows? But
Perhaps he will be. Perhaps he will be. Depends on how they play their cards.
I don't think
They are the most expensive.
KD won't be a Sun next year.
They are the most expensive team in the league. So moving around that money will
They
be
can't get rid
very
of Bradley Beal on
difficult.
this. Bradley Beal says yes, and he only wants to play in Miami. Miami doesn't want him.
Yeah. So plus, you know how much money he makes?
Like 54.
Incredible amount of money.
He makes like 1 million
Yo,
less than Kevin
yeah,
Durant.
Bradley Beal might be one of the greatest scam artists this league ever has
He
to
used to be
offer.
good.
Yeah, he used to be. Actually, he was a leading scorer in the NBA.
Like if he continued, like he was still putting up like 30, he would be worth it. Now he puts up like
No, bro,
16.
he really. But Bradley
Ugh.
Beal is currently finessing the Suns right now.
Yeah.
The crazy work.
God, that's bad.
All right, moving on to 19.
Me?
Yeah.
De'Aaron Fox.
Okay, I'm not mad at that.
He's
we got
32, so I mean,
Mhm.
I just like De'Aaron's game a lot.
Yeah,
Very good player.
I don't think De'Aaron Fox's game is one of those like built for like long distance, like not long, like to play for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very fast player. I do think his speed is going to drop off in a bit.
But he's gotten better at like shooting and creating for himself and not relying so much on his athleticism. I mean,
Regardless of that, though, he relies.
yes, that's
so
what makes
lot,
him elite, and I don't think at this point he'll be elite, but he'll be
Yeah.
really good. Like,
I mean, to be top 20 is to be elite. I think
he'll be in that all-star conversation, so he'll be like a very, very good player.
Like an injured reserve or something.
Because he's a guard. He's a guard, so yeah probably.
And guards are very like, highly There's a lot of good guards.
Yeah.
All right. In my 19, I got Scotty Barnes. I don't believe why. I can't believe why you're.
Scotty or Barney is not going to be an elite player.
Scotty or Barney will.
You just said top 20 means you're elite. Scotty Barnes being an elite player.
You don't think Scotty Barnes is elite?
No.
Why not?
You can't even like, bro. The Raptors aren't that bad, and the Raptors suck.
The Raptors aren't that bad, but the Raptors.
The talent
suck.
around Scotty Barnes is not that bad. The talent difference between the Raptors and the
Pretty
Pistons.
sucky.
No, the talent difference between the Raptors and the Pistons isn't that much, and Cade is leading them to the playoffs while Scotty Barnes is down in the dumps.
I wouldn't put it that black and white. It's not that it's you have to look at the context. Although yes, the talent, the pure on paper talent difference isn't that much between the Pistons and the Raptors. Look what the Pistons did last year, and it's not like they made some revolutionary move to
It's Cade
automatically.
took that next step, and Scotty Barnes just hasn't, and I don't think he will.
It's not. I mean, I do agree. Cade did take that next step and become.
Scotty's counting stats are good. They are good. His field goal percentage is kind of ass, but like, it doesn't lead to winning, and I don't think he's gonna be good. Like maybe an all-star reserve, maybe.
God. As I was saying, I don't think that Scotty. I don't think it's just because that Cade took that extra step that they went from 2-26 to now being a few games over 500. That's just not the reason. It's not like everything clicked in that organization. Players started to shoot better. The coaching got better. The defense got better. They built a sort of culture that Toronto simply lacks.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's all on Scotty Barnes. I just think it's a lot of things. And Scotty Barnes is it's way down the list. Like I don't think it's his fault necessarily that the Raptors are doing that bad. I really think he's going to be an elite player in 5 years. He's going to be just entering his prime in 5 years. He's going to be. I mean, I think he's gonna like develop a jump shot like that and clean up his act on defense. He's gonna, he's gonna enter the fold with these elite players. I mean, especially now that you got like older players around him and stuff. I mean, like older players that are like you mentioned some older players like Devin Booker and stuff, and I got older players coming up. So
Yeah.
I think it could be sort of around this tier. Like I don't really feel like there's nothing wrong with that.
All I gotta say is that his 3-point percentage has never been good, and he's shooting a career worst this season.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know. I don't see him as a
That
top two.
just-
I don't see him as a top 2 option on a championship team.
At the very least,
I don't think he can be the second best player on a championship team, and I don't think he will be in 5 years.
right now. But if we're predicting in 5 years,
No.
Wow, that's just insane hating.
So you think in 5 years he can be a second best player on a championship team?
I think in 5 years he could damn well be a best player on the championship team.
Nutty.
He could like I mean, but at the very same time he could very well not be a best.
I would say looking at my list, I wouldn't want any of these guys as my best players. Like my top 11 would be like they can be 1As.
Yeah,
maybe 12. Maybe 12, but like 12 is like with his age. I don't really know.
There's very few 1As like people that can actually do it.
Like I would say Scotty would like at the highest.
No, I don't think Scotty.
The highest I would ever rank Scotty is like he's looking at 2B. Maybe he's not a 2A. A 2A is
What do you mean,
Franz
like 2A?
Wagner.
You don't think Scotty Barnes and Franz Wagner are of the same like kind of same tier?
I think Franz Wagner will be a 2A.
No, I'm saying okay
Scotty's
right
sliding
now.
would be like a 2B, maybe 3A. Like if Scotty's your third option, that's really really good.
If Scotty's your second option, is really really good.
No,
If Scotty's your first option, no, it's not
Scotty's not
ideal.
even a good scorer, anyways. Not really.
Scotty has okay. Scotty has
He's dropping 20
he.
points on nasty, disgusting efficiency. Like disgusting. Like he's struggling to average 20s. Like,
Wasn't Scotty injured this season as well? Like
I don't think so.
throughout
No,
pockets.
he's
Yeah.
played 42 games this season.
Okay, then I guess he just must have a down year or something.
Just like bad.
He played 42 games. Are you
Yeah,
serious?
yeah. 44% from the field and 26% from three.
Okay, that's horrible. From
Yeah,
not from the field, but from three. That's abysmal right
26%
there.
on
That's
five
abysmal.
attempts. It means he's making one of
Okay,
five
listen, but
every game.
that's okay. That's really because the franchise. I mean, there's really, bro. Who else other than Scotty for the Raptors?
Grady
That's
was playing good, and then I don't know what happened. They got RJ, they got Brandon Ingram now. Like Jakob Poeltl's not horrible. Like they
but
have
Scotty's
players over there. Like they are not the worst team in the league, and the team is playing like it.
Scotty and his like. I mean, he's the best player on that team. Like, and they really don't have anything to lose. So like, what's wrong with shooting, chucking up 5 threes and only making one per game, on average?
It's bad.
And this is speculation. I really think Scotty can level up and sort of take that next step and not necessarily be in 1A, but be a sort of 2A, maybe 1B in 5 years. Like that's not ridiculous to say. I mean, I don't think it's
It's
ridiculous
not
to say.
ridiculous, but like I mean, Bob
I
got
mean,
different
you're
lists.
making it sound like it's
I'm sure
blasphemy.
some of these people up here, when we're gonna get up here, you're gonna have to be like, what?
Bro, you're making it sound like it's preposterous.
It's not like insane. It's not the hottest take ever.
Like
I can see a
you're
world where
making it,
Scotty is good.
you're ma-
I think
bro, you're
Scotty can
making it,
be a really good second option on a team. A really
you're
good
making
second
it sound
option
like
on
I
a
should be
championship team.
crucified. Like, should I be crucified for saying that Scotty Barnes will be a top 19 player in
I can
five
see a
years?
world where it happens. I just don't think it's gonna happen.
Just put me on the cross then. At that point, I will die on that take. Who's your yeah?
Jalen Brunson.
Okay, I
We've talked
it's
about
kind
it.
of high. That's kind of high, but I understand your
He
reasoning. I
doesn't take that much athleticism. I think he's still gonna be an elite scorer. So
yeah, I think he'll by this time or like in a few years after this time, like maybe 2032, he'll sort of like regress to like what he was in the Mavericks, assuming that
what
like
world?
he was good on the Mavericks, but he wasn't like
60
you know,
PPG. Oh my god, die.
bro's tweaking. What the hell? What?
16 points per game when he's 33, bro. I don't think so.
No, I'm saying like when he's 35 or something, like in 2032. Like this will be
2030.
the tail end of his yeah. No, yeah, he'll be 33 in
Yeah,
2030, right?
you said
Yeah,
2032.
yeah. So like when he's 35 or 36 or something, like he
33.
might. Yeah,
When he's
I mean, I
when
think
he's that old, okay. But we're not talking about
yeah,
that. We're
when he's
talking
that
about
old.
2030. 2030.
Here, I still think he'll be an elite player
Yeah.
in 2030, but it'll be like one of his last years. I'm predicting. So he was 18.
Yeah.
I got Şengün because isn't he 22 right now?
For me?
20. Alperen is 22, right? Şengün.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were asking like what number he's in top 25. Well, I don't know.
No. Okay. So since Alperen Şengün is 22 years old, he'll be 27 by then, and 27 is just entering your prime. And plus, with the playstyle that he has, with his, I mean, like with his, okay. The one thing I have about Alperen, if he can make threes kind of more of a center, like, or if he could be more ball dominant. He's averaging 19 points a game on good efficiency on a is he on good efficiency? I'm pretty sure last time I checked on a really good defensive team, like the Rockets are, and I think that like Alperen is going to take that
Ew.
next.
I mean, he doesn't take threes. His 3-point percentage is awful. But yeah, 50%.
Yeah,
from the field.
I think I'm pretty sure he doesn't take that much. So if he steps up his game on the threes and
It is a career low from three.
it is,
Yeah. On his
but not that much volume, I'm assuming. How much
most
does he
amount
take
of
per game?
attempts. Almost.
How much?
2.8.
Almost 3 per game. Okay, well if he just takes that step up, it doesn't have to be necessarily in his three, but it just is somewhere, because I think he's missing something from just being that Jokic type.
He's just not
Like he's
aggressive enough on offense. I don't think.
or I think the Houston Rockets are just like a well-oiled machine, and like they don't really like you don't really need a top like 1A to just kill you. Like they really do it by committee.
For example, Jokic. Actually, I can't even really say that. I was gonna say Jokic takes way more shots, but he doesn't.
Yeah, like you mean like more threes or just more shots?
Just
Or,
more
or
shots,
does,
like
does he?
field goals in general. But like it's not.
Oh,
Şengün attempts 15, and Jokic attempts 19.7. So
oh,
like it's
so
not
it's
like a
not that
crazy difference.
dramatic. Uh huh.
But one averages almost 30, and the other one struggling to average 20.
As I was saying about the Houston Rockets being a well-oiled machine and Alfred just being a big cog in it, if he could just make his influence bigger, then I feel like he could really be this 18 guy. Right now, I would say he's sort of in the 20s. I don't think he's 18 now.
He's like
Um,
20 to 25, maybe around there.
sure, sure. But I mean, I think if he can like take a step up, I mean, I think in my opinion, there's three potential guys that can step up for the Rockets, being Şengün, Green, and Thompson. If any one of those could step up, I could put them in 18. But I really think they're one of those teams that'll just kill you by committee, kind of like what the '04 Pistons did.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's really what they do. Like none of them like will wow you on the box score, but when you see what they do on both sides of the ball, it works
Yeah,
for them.
yeah. I have
Okay.
Şengün at 22, so not crazy.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Who's your
17, I have
17?
Trae Young.
Trae Young. I 100%. You know, I feel like I agree with you more with him being at 17 than me saying that he's at 25.
Yeah,
If I had to redo this list, I would kind of move him up over these guys. I'm not lie to you.
yeah. He's
So.
Trae Young. I think his offense won't drop off. Again, he's not the most
Mhm.
athletic player. Like kind of like Steph Curry. I mean,
Mhm.
he's going to be
These
an elite
next five,
shooter
yeah, mhm,
and an elite passer. So
yeah,
still average like
sort
maybe
of right
6
now.
and 10.
These 5 years that Trae Young has between 25 and 30, 2025 and 2030 will be his prime. So we will get to see the peak Trae Young of this time as well.
Yeah.
So having that context, I think he could very well be a top
I
10
think he
MVP
gets
player.
out of Atlanta and he finds a better situation. That's what I think. I think
Or
Atlanta just
maybe
needs
what
to
if he
move on. Jalen Johnson, your guy now.
really haven't heard that much buzz about Trae Young himself being frustrated with the environment of Atlanta.
He doesn't have to be
Well, who knows?
frustrated. I think Atlanta is going to look at it like, well, we have one year
I mean,
in
but then
what,
again,
2021. We had like that really good year. Trae Young got hurt. Like
yeah.
if Trae Young doesn't get hurt, we have a conversation
No,
with the
to
Hawks
be
in the
honest,
finals.
no. That 2021 year, I just feel like they lucked into it.
Yeah.
But then again, every NBA team has to win. They need a little bit of luck to win a championship.
I think that 21 Hawks team is better than last year's Pacers that limped their way into the Eastern Conference Finals. Bro,
No, they deserve that. They
the
deserve
Knicks
it.
were better than them.
I understand it, but they really outdueled the Knicks.
Well, Jalen Brunson
Like
broke
it's
his
not
hand.
like, yeah, but Jalen Brunson was still playing.
And they didn't have Mitchell Robinson wasn't playing. Like
No,
they
they
were.
really deserve that.
Bro.
No, because look, okay. Giannis wasn't playing round one. I understand that, but and it was a tough, grueling series.
Damian Lillard got
Um,
injured too. Like the
yeah,
Pacers
Dame
just
got injured, but he came back. He came back. Then round two, that was a movie against the Knicks. One of my personal favorites. Not my personal, because you know what my personal favorite series in the playoffs was.
the Nuggets.
I mean,
No.
what else? I mean, that I
Well, it
think
could have
that
been
was
the
that's the
Suns.
best.
The Suns
I mean, that
series.
was the most. The Suns was the most satisfying, but the Nuggets was my favorite. I mean, who doesn't? I mean,
I don't even know
anyways,
what my favorite from last year is.
I wouldn't say the Pacers limped into it as much as they really earned it in my opinion. Okay, my 17. I got Chet Holmgren.
Okay.
Do you have him higher?
Yeah.
So what is Chet to you? Is he a 2A to you, or is he a 1B?
He's a 2A.
He's a
Well,
2A.
he could be a 1A.
He
Well,
could be
he
a
could be a 1B.
1A.
He could be a 1B. But he isn't a 1B. Well, I mean, his teammate's better than him, and his teammate will always be better than him. But like, I think if Chet had his own team, I think he could make some noise.
What type of noise? Scotty
find
Barnes
out.
type noise?
No, not Scotty Barnes type noise, bro. More like
'Cause- Like what?
I don't know. You'll find.
Humor me, Wemby type noise?
You'll find
No.
out. You'll
No,
find
no.
You'll find out, Buster.
No,
You'll find
no.
out. You'll find out.
Chet cannot do what Wemby can do. No. Listen, if Chet and De'Aaron Fox were to be put in the same team, the team would be around De'Aaron Fox and not Chet. Yes, I said it. The team would be around
Yeah,
De'Aaron Fox.
yo, Chad, this guy's clip farming.
I'm not clip
Guy
farming.
clip farming.
What are you?
This
What are
guy's
you
clip
talking
farming.
about? That's facts, though.
It's not a fact.
What are you talking about?
That's
De'Aaron
an
Fox?
opinion, and that's a take. It's not a hot take, but it's a take.
What do you think then?
I think Chet is better than De'Aaron Fox right now, and he will be better than him.
Glazing. That's clip farming right there.
Well, it's
That's
not.
preposterous right there. That's preposterous right
The
there.
gap between Wemby and Chet is not as big as you think it is.
It is large. I tell you, large. Bro, we're talking about two players of similar frames that have played not a similar amount of games because Chet has been injured.
I didn't say Chet was
But-
better.
Yeah, but you're trying to make it seem like Chet is Wemby is right there. Like you're trying to seem like Wemby's right here and Chet is right there. No, it's more like this.
Just
It's
wait.
more like this.
You know, like it's gonna be like
Like what 95%.
It's gonna be like a
NBA.
like a Deku Bakugo situation, you know, like
Absolutely
Wemby's
not.
Bakugo, right? And he's like all the way up there, you know, everyone praises him, he's gonna be so good. And eventually Chet's is gonna like close the gap.
No. Okay, here's a better anime term. we got Chet, who's just who's Deku,
You're
right?
making it no.
He's
You're making
one.
it seem like Wemby's like Goku, and like Chet is like Chet is like I don't even know like Trunks.
No, no, okay, no. Okay, you know what? Let's just do how good animes are. Let's say I'm not saying like Wemby is the NBA equivalent to what Dragon Ball is, but let's just say Wemby is Dragon Ball. Chet is something like a good solid Attack on Titan. Like no one's gonna complain about Attack on Titan, but it just doesn't compare to Dragon Ball in any way.
Well, as a neutral fan, I wouldn't want either, and I wouldn't watch either. So
No, I mean I'm more of a
that's like
fan of
picking
Chet. I'm
between
saying
like
this.
Josh Giddey and like Miles Bridges. I don't want either on my team.
Why those two players?
I don't know. You do your own context. You tell me.
I will not be looking into that. Thank you very much.
You've already looked into it.
No, I have not. I don't know what you're talking about. We're gonna move on to the next topic.
16.
Yeah, 16.
Tyrese Maxey.
That's the one player. That's the one player I forgot about.
Tyrese Maxey
Oh my god.
is a bucket.
Yeah,
He's
yeah, I
very,
understand.
very
Yeah.
good.
Damn, that's the one player I forgot
Score,
about.
score anywhere he can. He's not a bad
Mhm.
defender. He's a good defender for his size. He's not very big, but he's a fine defender, and
Yeah,
always has a good attitude. Shows up.
and he'll be in his prime by that.
Yeah,
I'm
he'll be
really
29 at that point.
Yeah, in his prime.
Yeah.
I'm kind of sad. I kind of forgot Tyrese Maxey. Oh my gosh, I would definitely, bro. I would put him like somewhere. Oh yeah, I'll put him somewhere around here. Okay, you know what? I'm put my honorable mention like right here. Like if I remember Tyrese Maxey, he would be around this range.
It's
I
gonna be like
agree with
when
that.
in the mid video you're gonna pause it and be like, "So guys,
Yeah.
while I was editing, I realized that I forgot about Tyrese Maxey." So but yeah.
Tyrese Maxey entered my mind like when I was doing the top 10 for some reason, and I was like, oh yeah, he's gonna go down there in the sort of 15, 16.
I almost
like,
forgot Trae Young. I like took like a break
Mhm.
and I ate some pizza and I was like, oh, "Who am I missing?" And I was like, "Oh, Trae Young." So I almost didn't put
I
Trae Young on the list.
yeah.
But yeah, Tyrese Maxey. I mean, I think he will be the face of the Sixers, and I think he is going to be like he's like in that tier where like he's not a 1A, but I think he's a 1B.
Okay, now I have a question.
Hmm.
Do you have a beat further up this list?
Don't even have it be on this list. Maybe I should have put him on like an honorable mention. I don't think Bro's gonna be in the league. Like, I mean, last year he was playing in the playoffs with like this like his knee was gone, like one knee, one eye, like
But when he
they already
plays,
announced that he needs surgery at the end of the season too. So like, but he's holding it off because there's hope for this season.
bro, shut it down, bro.
Yeah, Joel Embiid said he didn't want the surgery because there's hope for this season, but he's missing more
What
time because
hope?
of his knee. And at the end of the
No.
season, he's gonna have another surgery. It's gonna keep him
What
out
hope
next
is
season.
there, bro? Joel Embiid is kind of no, he's worse than Anthony Davis. He's worse than Anthony Davis when it comes to injuries and playing games and stuff. We recently seen
I mean,
Kelly Oubre being
yeah, they're both
doing
healthy. I mean,
yeah,
it's still close. I mean,
yeah, of course. When Joel Embiid is healthy and playing MVP,
other than
when he
this season has been a little bit kind of. He's good. It's not Joel Embiid.
come
good.
on, bro, does not play, bro.
Yeah.
We haven't, bro. How many games has he played?
Do you
bro?
have Joel Embiid on your list?
Yes, under 25 games to Joel Embiid has played this season. I'm taking
I'll say.
grossly taking the under.
Over,
I'm
bro.
grossly taking the under.
Joel Embiid.
I am grossly taking the under.
No, yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
17.
I knew it. Yeah, knew it.
And his stats aren't that good.
Well, you would have to assume that he's not nearly 100% healthy.
He can't hit a three. Ugh, yikes.
You have to assume he's not healthy.
Goodness gracious. Second worst 3-point percentage season.
I will let Joel Embiid slide because when we have seen him play and not necessarily be like at 100%, but just playing like he is at 100%, we have seen Joel Embiid win MVP and be a top 5 unanimously.
So you
a
would have
top
voted
5
for him to
player.
win MVP that year?
No,
Okay.
but we have opinions. But I mean, I wasn't mad about him winning MVP. Like
Oh, yeah.
wasn't unjustified. I would say
Bro was averaging, what was it? Was it 20, 23?
he was averaging really good stats on a good team. Not
I mean,
saying that he.
I mean, if he played the amount of games he played the season before last season, he would have won MVP again. His stats are way better last season than were his MVP year. Wait,
Not okay. Listen,
35 points, 11 rebounds, and almost 2 blocks. It's crazy.
it was bro that
It's like some
he
shit like
didn't
we're gonna see Wemby do in his prime.
he didn't have Joel Embiid didn't have the best statistical. It's kind of like a Josh Allen this year. Didn't have a best statistical season, but due to a case of voter fatigue, they might have just gave it to him. Because Jokic was coming off 2 in a row.
Let him go.
Right? Yeah. I mean, Lamar definitely had the way better season than Allen this year, when it comes to stats overall. But I think this year they kind of made it like
Well,
the most valuable.
last year they were like, oh, Lamar's stats
Yeah,
aren't that good, but the Ravens are really good.
yeah.
So
And talking about how it should have gone to Dak last year, which I wasn't opposed to,
no,
but
like no.
that's what they were. Yeah, Dak had way better stats than Lamar last
Well,
year.
Cowboys were mid and will always be mid.
They were 12-5, were they not?
Last year,
Yes,
whatever, bro.
bro.
They got
Yeah, and then
bounced
they
in the
got
first round.
smoked. No, in the divisional by the Packers. No, no, no,
It
no,
was
no,
the
no,
first
no.
round
No, it was the first round.
because
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
then
It
the
was the
Packers
first
went
round.
on to lose with the
Packers made the
Niners.
divisional, and then they got packed by. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right. You're right.
They didn't get
I
smacked. They
thought
almost beat the Niners until
the
Jordan Love threw that disgusting pass. But,
no, I'm saying the Cowboys got smacked.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
Mid.
yeah.
Good luck being
Um,
the third best team for probably a while.
yeah.
Wow.
Depending on what the Commanders will. Okay. Anyways, this is about basketball.
Who would you say your 16 was? Who were we having? Oh,
My 16,
yeah.
my
I don't think we did
16
this.
is the big chungus himself, Zion Williamson.
Didn't even.
You probably don't have him on
Didn't
your
even
list,
consider
don't you?
it.
Wow, wow. Okay, Zion
What has
Williamson.
Zion showed you?
Zion
He
is
was
bro,
afraid to say what he wanted to eat for Thanksgiving because he thought he was gonna get roasted. Why did he make it
That's the internet. That has nothing to do with that has nothing to do with how
It's
Zion
a
actually
problem.
like. That has nothing to do with his playing style. It's just the
Like if
internet being the
Jokic
internet.
said what he wanted to eat for Thanksgiving, no one would say anything. But
Because
Zion,
no one would know. Nobody would know what Serbian food he would want to eat.
or it doesn't matter. Anyway, Zion is injured all the time.
Uh-huh.
He's like, he's in that
What?
Joel Embiid, Anthony Davis like injury conversation.
Yeah, it's a gamble.
Yeah, you want to take
He
over under on
could-
Zion Williamson getting played 24?
25.
Is it
I would
25?
I would grossly take the under in that one as well.
Yeah, like. Yeah, he's played one more game than Joel Embiid.
Because he came back really relatively late. I remember when he came back against the Timberwolves.
Last year was
Well,
his
he did
only
that.
healthy season, and then he got injured for the playoffs.
Yeah, and he was really good then. I would say, I
Wow.
would say he's like, bro. When Zion Williamson is healthy, he's definitely
His
he could,
stats were about as good as his rookie season.
and plus you have to consider that I'm really high on Zion.
It's fine. I mean,
Yeah,
big,
you have to-
undersized power forward who can't shoot.
Big and undersized. I mean, it only makes sense for Zion.
He's not tall for a 4, and he overweight for a 4. So, but he can jump at the
Bro,
gym.
Zion is a freak athlete, bro.
Bro's built like
Freak athlete.
Trent Brown.
Why are you hitting?
Bro, look up Trent Brown's measurables and tell me.
I don't care what.
I bet you Trent Brown
is
is like 6'6", 300.
Are you saying Zion is 300 pounds?
It's 280. If he ain't 280,
Zion is 260.
hey, if he ain't 280, he ain't a lady.
He's not a lady. He's a grown man who's 6'6".
Hey man.
Whoa. Okay, first, I'm high on Zion. Second of all, it's a question mark whether or not he gets injured most of the time. Third of all, if he doesn't get injured, this is where I'm speculating that he'll be at. That's my justification for Zion. And you have to admit, when he's not injured, he's a really, really good player.
He's good.
All right, 15.
Yeah, I was just looking at something that Zion has like very similar measurables to Joe Alt. Anyways, 15, Amen Thompson.
That's very.
I think he's going to be the second best
In the Big
defender in
20
basketball.
in the-
Yeah,
in the
second best
Big-
defender in basketball.
In the Big 25, saying that in the Big 25, saying that Zion is Amen Thompson is going to be leagues better than Zion
I
Williamson.
think Amen Thompson
In
will
the
be
Big
able to
25.
guard 1 through 5 like we have never seen before.
Wow.
With his athleticism and his just already being a very, very good defender, I think he's going to be.
You don't think, bro? I'm high on Amen as well, but
He
come
won't be able
on,
to
bro.
shoot yet. I don't think. I don't even think he'll be league
Come,
average.
you're saying 15. You're saying
Yes, I
you
think-
saying Amen. You're saying on half of the team's league, Amen could be the best player.
Yeah.
The best player in 5 years,
Like, if he can develop even like
bro.
A
He's not even
33%.
averaging. Amen is not even averaging 15 points a game, and you're saying that he can be on half of the league's team the best player.
he's a very
No,
good passer.
Amen will be a sort of superstar role. Like he will be the best role player a role player could ever be. Houston will not let him go within the 5 years, and I feel like in that system he will never be a sort of 25 to 30 point per game scorer needed to be sort of in this elite company. This is
He
preposterous.
doesn't.
for me.
He doesn't need to. I think he'll average about. He might be the next player like after Jokic. Like he might
Oh,
be that.
He
He might
better
average
be
20,
like
10, and 10, bro.
he better be the second guard ever to win DPOY when he's playing those when at.
I think honestly he'll be in the conversation because I don't. The only person I would say he has competition with Depoys is Wemby. And don't let Wemby get hurt one year because I'm telling you,
Wemby
Ben
doesn't get
Thompson
hurt.
will win a Depoy. If Wemby does not play enough games 1 year, he will win a decoy.
Oh, this is
He will
ridiculous.
guard anyone. And even if he's undersized, his strength and his jumping ability will make up for it.
I mean, he did. Anthony Edwards did cook his ass. I'm not lying to you.
You're lucky I don't have Sar in here.
See, Asar would have been a step too far. If you said Asar at 16 and MN at 15, I would have crashed out right then and there.
I do think Asar would be like what you said, like a really really good role player.
Like as good as a role player could
Like,
be.
I think he'll do everything that a man can do, just slightly worse at everything.
There's just a limit to the Amen Thompson hype train. I'm on the hype train.
I don't think
he'll
get any better than this. Like he won't be like. I don't think.
Yeah,
like I said, my 11 is like where I draw the line of like, okay, this guy will be the best player on a championship team, or can't be.
You were saying Amen could not reach it, but sort of approach it.
I don't think he'll get higher than this. I think this is where Amen stops.
You're saying Amen Thompson will be hands down the
he'll
best
be
player.
like the best second option a second option can get.
Okay, listen. Amen is averaging not even 14 points a game. He can't shoot a three. I understand he's a great defender for his size, awesome defender, and he has really all the good tools to. And he's a freak.
Very good rebounder, very good.
Yes,
passer.
yes. I know. But he has he has guard skills, and he has all the tools to be sort of like not even good, a great player. But to say that he's going to be the best player on half the league's team in 5 years when he's not even averaging 14 points a game this year, and everybody's on the hype train.
Like, I think Amen Thompson will be like what LeVar wanted Lonzo to be. Minus Steph Curry that has a 40-inch vertical. Yeah. Maybe Amen Thompson will be like what Ben Simmons should have been. But I don't know. These are bad notes. But like, Amen Thompson, I think he's him, bro.
Like, do you realize what a steaming hot take you have to put Amen Thompson this high?
Yeah, and then come back 2030. Amen Thompson's like the best player in the league.
No, or you can come back.
All-star captain Amen Thompson.
Bro, he can be a sort of like what Derek White is now, or like not now, but like what he was last year, and you'll be like, oh damn, I really put him as a top 15 player, huh? That sucks.
Okay. It's not the hottest take in the world.
This is steaming. Like I think out of everything you said in this whole segment, this entire conversation, this is the most.
Yeah, because I haven't said anything crazy.
This is the craziest thing you said.
Except I haven't heard you say LaMelo Ball, and I'm starting to get concerned.
And I will not say LaMelo Ball because De'Aaron Fox is my 15th best player.
Yeah, wherever you put LaMelo Ball, I'm gonna crash out, bro. This guy has LaMelo Ball, a damn near top 10 player in 5 years, bro.
Yes, he's putting up the numbers now, and if he doesn't get injured, this is where I'll speculate he will be. That's where he'll. Who knows? He might even be in the top 10. Who knows? He might even be in the top 5. Who knows? Who might be in the top 3? Who knows? He might be the best player in the league in 5 years.
Yeah, you'll never admit LaMelo's better than Anthony Edwards, so.
Never. No, because that's just a fact.
So
but who knows?
You can say that about Anthony Edwards then.
I have Ant very high. Just putting that out there.
I assumed, like, I knew you weren't gonna. The lowest I would ever see you put him is 5.
Ant?
Yeah.
Let's just say he's not at 5. Because this is in 5 years. Ant is 23. He'll be 28. He'll be 28 and a half specifically. Yeah, because he was born in August 2000. Okay.
This is Glaze, yo. What is this?
What's my favorite player in the league, bro? Get off me, bro. You probably know Jaw's birthday and all the
really
tattoos he has, bro. Single-handedly.
I really don't know Jaw's birthday. I had to look up how old Jaw was.
Bro, you know what color his left to right dread is, bro.
He used to be like red and green.
His left dread right here. You know exactly what color it is.
Red. Actually, I don't think they're any color anymore.
Oh, you don't think it's any color now?
No, I wouldn't have guessed that birthday. Yeah, I did not know he was born in August.
What, Jaw?
Yeah.
Anyways, as much as I'm glazing Ant, yeah, my 15th best player is De'Aaron Fox. I don't think he's in this range right now.
So
but I think again,
better.
this is because the reason why is I don't think necessarily in 2030 he'll have a top 15 best season, but I think that this is his peak and what he can do with Wemby and how Wemby can elevate him as a player. I think like in general, like he might, like for example, like let's say Luka, right? Luka is not a top 5 player now, but like in general, we'll say yes because he hasn't had the best season due to injuries or whatever. But we'll still say he's a top 5 player because we know what he can do. It's kind of a similar situation with De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah.
That's my prediction.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay, who's your 14?
J-Dub.
You haven't mentioned Chet yet.
J-Dub.
You haven't mentioned Chet.
I'm aware.
There are 3 Thunders players within the top 15. Are you serious?
Don't call me a Thunder fan.
At this point, bro, you might as well be. How high are you on the Thunder? You think Jalen...
J-Dub,
He's played.
14. He'll average a cool like 24, 6 and 6. And yeah, 22, 6 and 6. Yeah.
Think about it. What it means to be approaching such numbers. Like I mean, not. I mean, 24 6 and 6 is not bad. I mean, he averages 21 7 and 7
I think
now.
if he had his own team, he would be pushing that. I can be that guy.
No, bro. If he had his own team, he would be around where he is right now.
He's the better version of
Which is
Scotty Barnes. He'll do what Scotty Barnes can't do. J-Dub, he can do everything. There's not one thing Jalen Williams can do.
We've seen what J-Dub can be close to his peak, and we haven't seen that from Scotty yet. I think Scotty has a lot more potential.
Bro, J-Dub is like 23. Like, we've seen everything he can do. Really, are you serious?
In the Thunder system, absolutely. If he leaves the Thunder and gets his own team and whatever.
So wouldn't you say Ant's at his peak then? Like in this Minnesota Timberwolves like system, like there's not much better Ant can do, right?
Yes, there is much better he can do.
Jalen Williams will get better,
but that's because Ant has his own team. J-Dub is the third best player, and second on sometimes, second or third in flip flop.
J-Dub. Period.
14.
Period.
This is starting to become one of the worst lists I've ever seen from you.
Bro, what? I had two things you had to say about it.
This is nasty work.
Oh yeah, it's gonna get bad. This is where it gets bad. This is where it gets bad.
Okay. Hey, my 14 is LaMelo Ball.
Yeah, that's a little bit crazy.
How? I want you to declare.
I don't think the Hornets will be good, and I think that LaMelo Ball is going to be.
What's
the difference between him and Bradley Beal and the Wizards? Tell me.
First of all, LaMelo Ball. Okay. Bradley Beal was at his peak, like in age and production and everything. And plus he was putting up.
I would be willing to bet that LaMelo Ball won't make the playoffs until I have a child.
The East is weak. First of all. Now, let me answer your first question. What's the difference between LaMelo Ball and Bradley Beal?
One's a better passer than
No. Bradley Beal was at his absolute peak, putting up great numbers on a very horrible Wizards team that had no idea where they're going at the time. And I mean, they had a good trade deadline now, but
LaMelo Ball was a very good player on a Hornets team that no one knows what's going on.
Now, to answer your question, the Hornets do know they have a better idea than what they did a few years ago on where they're going. They drafted sort of well. Do not bring up Salon. He's a rookie.
You know, you're lucky I didn't put Brandon Miller on this. I forgot about him. I would have put him on here.
And the draft class sucks.
I would have sent any of these. I would have sent Jaren Jackson Jr. out of this list for Brandon Miller. I forgot about him.
The reason why I have LaMelo Ball, let me finish the question about Bradley Beal. LaMelo Ball is the leader of this franchise. Like they are building around LaMelo Ball.
What are they building exactly?
They're building a young core.
They play Taj Gibson on a nightly basis.
I'm
genuinely serious. I think Taj Gibson averages at least 10 minutes a game.
Bro, it's not okay. Listen, it is not LaMelo's fault that Taj Gibson plays every night. So what?
Taj Gibson's gonna play more games than Zion and Joel Embiid combined.
So what?
Taj Gibson averages 12 minutes a game, and he's played almost every game.
But I'm saying in the direction that they're going, I feel optimistic about plus having the whole operation being led by LaMelo. Like I really feel like you're gonna go back in this video in 5 years. You're gonna be like,
I think Brandon Miller might end up being like just as good as LaMelo.
No, LaMelo definitely has the number one spot locked down.
They're not building a young core, bro. They just traded for Yusuf Nurkic too.
All right, move on.
What are we thinking? 13, Evan Mobley.
Kind of high.
He will.
I thought about Evan Mobley, and I decided to leave him out of this list.
I think he's an elite defender. I think.
His
offense is coming around. His jump shot is getting better, and I think
I understand. I think there's only so much you can do with a place that like Evan Mobley's. And I don't think it's top 25.
The overall landscape of the NBA talent-wise is going to be like not as good as what it is now. Like right now, you wouldn't think Evan Mobley's going to like NBA at the peak of like when LeBron, KD, Curry, Kawhi, Giannis, when they were the top.
The NBA was kind of top heavy at that time.
Yeah, and now I feel like we're going to like it's going to be more balanced. So like, you thinking Evan Mobley and J-Dub are like extremely high for like what we're used to.
So you think this will be a sort of like less top heavy?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't doubt that. I think talent's all over the world, but I don't think Evan Mobley will make it.
I think teams are just going to play more of like team style basketball instead of like LeBron and Steph and KD like dominating their teams and like just being...
Which is exactly why I do not think Evan Mobley could be a top 13 player in this league in 5 years. That is the reason why.
Well, I think
because that's what the Cavs.
Once those guys go, I think he's going to
Okay,
be
listen.
valuable,
The,
very valuable.
the Cavs are playing this sort of team style basketball that you're talking about, and Evan Mobley is not even touching number 13.
So
I mean, provided who I have at number 13, you're going
there's a
to
lot of people that are in the top 13 nowadays that aren't even going to be in the league. I don't have Joel Embiid. I don't have Jokic. I don't have LeBron, KD, Steph, Anthony Davis,
really.
Kyrie Irving.
Mm-hmm.
Like most of the top 20 players are kind of old.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay, well,
Evan Mobley.
here's my 13th best player, and this is speculation. This is kind of like whether or not this player can be, um, like whether or not he's going to be injured or whether he'll be the best. Like if he's going to be the best player, then I would put him up a few spots. Like honest, like oh no, I'm saying if he could be like this franchise player who can consistently contribute to a playoff team and be really good for this sort of, like 13, I think is kind of low for this guy. I kind of feel like you know who I'm going to.
I mean, I got two different names, but I don't really know.
Who's your guess?
I don't even want to guess.
Guess. It's probably who you think it is.
Both my guesses?
Well, yeah,
I'm thinking Giannis or Cooper Flag.
neither.
You haven't said Cooper Flag, and it's kind of stressing me out.
You haven't either. My 13th is your
Embiid?
favorite player,
Oh,
Ja Morant.
it's fine.
I think I I do think that he could very well be top 10. But just out of what I'm seeing from him right now, I think this is a good place, like a solid option on a good team. I don't think he's a 1A. I think he's a 1B. Um, so yeah, this is. I mean, it goes for itself. Seeing how Ja Morant plays right now,
So
I know he's.
go back in the footage where you said Scotty Barnes is a 1B and can be a 1B. So Scotty Barnes and John Moran are on the same tier.
I'm saying no. Listen, I'm not saying. Okay, I said
So
Scotty
you're
Barnes
gonna
is
either
a
have to
2A.
reel it back in on Scotty Barnes, or you're gonna have to.
No. This is what I said.
Goodness
I said
gracious.
Scotty Barnes is a 2A. He could be a 1B.
So he could possibly be on John Moran's level. That is diabolical, and that is the hottest take of the day. Like,
No,
like someone put the alarm sound effect on
the
right
fact that
now.
no. The fact that you said Chet and Wemby are
Sound
right
the
here.
alarms, bro.
You said Chet and Wemby are right
Scotty
here.
Barnes.
I have Wemby very high on my list. I have Wemby very high on my list.
Someone
And you
play
have
a
not mentioned
Scotty
Chet
Barnes
yet.
compilation, bro.
Listen, you haven't mentioned Chet. You haven't mentioned. Well, you haven't mentioned Ja. Okay, I'm not. You high on Ja. I understand that. You haven't mentioned like bro, you put Evan Mobley at 13, and you want to tell me that this is preposterous? Scotty Barnes has his own franchise. What is wrong with me saying this? I don't understand. Like
His
he has the
franchise
potential.
sucks.
It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with how Scotty Barnes can progress as a player. He could. Okay,
I took
Scotty
everything into
Barnes.
account.
Okay.
Not even
Okay.
just.
Listen.
If we were going on,
Listen.
if this is based on strictly talent, I would just switch this. This is based on winning. It's just based on everything.
Okay. Here's my hypothesis. I have Scotty at 19 in 5 years. I have Ja at 13 and 5. Okay, if
That's
I
like
were to rank Ja
relatively
right
the
now,
same tier.
no, I would put Ja. Okay, anywhere from 17 to 25, I would put as like a 2A. Anything from 17 to like at 17 to like 12 or 11 ish, I would say is a 1B, and then everything else is a 1A.
Yeah.
So I don't think that Scotty and Ja are this, but I'm saying if Scotty Barnes really like if he lives up to his potential, he could be the 19th best player in the league. I don't understand what's wrong with that, bro. 19, like bro, that's a 2A material,
And then again, I don't agree with some things on your list, and you clearly have a lot of problems with my list, and it's only gonna get
and
worse.
it's brain dead. The fact that you said that Chet and Wemby are like Deku and Bakugo was preposterous. It's no, like a spoiler alert. I have Wemby very high on my list,
I do too.
very high,
How high?
insanely high. Let's just say he is in the top 5. Very
Well,
handedly
if he wasn't in the
five.
top 5, I would have had questions.
Very handedly within the top 5. Maybe even the top 3.
Who's
Maybe
your
even
12?
the
Oh
top
yeah, it was
2.
LaMelo. Did you say LaMelo? Who were we talking
No,
about?
no, no. Okay. I said 13 was Ja. We didn't mention our 12 yet.
Yeah. 12?
Mhm.
Giannis.
Okay.
He's gonna be elite.
Yeah, but I
Well,
understand. He has a lot
borderline
of-
elite. He's gonna be 35.
Yeah.
So I don't think he's gonna be what he is now. But I think he's
I
still
think
gonna average
Giannis.
like 26, 11, and 5. Like
I don't hate that. I suppose I'm a little high on Giannis.
I mean,
Just
he'll still
seeing
be
how
really
elite
good.
he
I
is.
think he still will be in a position to be your best player on a championship team.
Mm.
Kind of like
Yeah.
how LeBron and Steph are right now. Like wherever he is, whether it's Milwaukee or not, I think they're going to be pushing to contend with him.
Again, I'm really high on Giannis, so I will not mention him for a little while because he is the best player on. I mean, he's shown us he can be a 1A, right?
Yeah.
And he shows it like right now he's a legitimate MVP candidate. I don't think he's gonna win because of the storyline and everything, but he's shown us he can be a legit MVP candidate, and He's
But this is 5 years
really
from now.
yeah.
Like I said, I
Okay.
think it's literally how
Also,
like LeBron is right now. Like I would say LeBron is like he's not a top 10 player right now. Like he is.
I don't hate this take actually. I don't hate it. So you think sort of like the younger players could pass him up?
Yeah, I just think like he's literally gonna get treated how LeBron is right now. Like he's still really, really, really good, and I think LeBron can still be the best player on the championship team. But
I think LeBron at 35 is better
well,
than
LeBron at 35 like came back from 3-1.
no, that was LeBron at 30,
Well,
31 or something.
I think LeBron at 35 was the best player on the
35
bubble.
was like the Laker.
Yeah,
He was
bubble.
yeah.
Arguably the best. I mean, it was really good, but yeah, Giannis. You know Giannis.
Yeah, we know Giannis, and I'm a little high on Giannis because he's just a freak athlete and he's elite, and he does rely on athleticism. But I think this is one of like the few exceptions that I would make
Yeah, it's fine. I don't have a
of
problem
the
with
like athleticism kills your career. That's what I mean.
that.
Okay,
Alrighty, 12.
I would okay. I in 12 I have Embiid, and the reason why I have Embiid, yes, I know, this is a hot take. This is my hot take of the video. Not to say I necessarily agree with this, but I'm saying this is where he could be if he didn't get injured, and that's a big if. And would I say that he's even going to last this long? Probably not.
Yeah.
If I had to rethink this, I would probably be with Bryce and say he's not even on this list, and I can very well understand that. But provided that he's not injured and he can play really well, and this is, I mean, this if this like he could sort of kind of get like the LeBron treatment,
Mm-hmm.
if he's not injured.
Well, they
But if
kind
he
of
is
are
injured,
trying.
then
Paul George ain't looking too hot.
yeah, Paul George is sucks right
Yeah.
now. Like I'm taking Trey Murphy over Paul George 10 out of 10 times,
Yeah, right
which
now.
would be ridiculous if we said this a year ago.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Okay.
11.
Who's your? Mhm.
Cooper Flag. Cooper Flag.
Okay. Okay.
I would put him higher, but we've seen concerns with jump shot in college, so
Mhm.
he's not
Dobbs is very good.
he's not an incredible shooter, and I still don't think he will be an incredible shooter. I think, given the talent will be not as top heavy, I think he will be about as good as what Paulo is now. I think.
You think that's his peak?
Cooper right now
Yeah.
at this point?
Oh
No.
no. I'm saying you think his absolute peak could be Paolo.
No, I think what in 2030 he'll be
In
about
2030,
as good as what Paulo is about right now.
What do you think his peak could be?
He could rival Wemby. I mean, he's got the talent. Like he has the talent. He has the upside to be the best player in the franchise of like the face of the franchise or face of the league. Like
Yeah, I agree
he has
with
a
that.
name value. I mean,
I'm a little bit higher
absolutely.
on Cade. Not Cade. Cade. Well, Cade. I'm tripping. No, not
Yeah.
Cade. On Flag.
Yeah.
So I haven't mentioned him yet for a reason.
Yeah.
At number 11, I have Donovan Mitchell, and
Wow! Oh my God!
listen,
Wow.
I know you put him at 25 or 26 or something, or did you put him at honorable
He's
mention?
my honorable mention.
Yeah. Okay. The reason why I have Donovan Mitchell so high, to be honest, I know he'll be in his early to mid 30s by this time. He'll be 33, I think.
Goodness
Yeah, he'll be
gracious.
33. And okay, think about it. Like, think about the Dames of the world and the James Hardens and like in the Kyries. Like, they're sort of like at that age right now, and we don't sort of think of. I mean, they have regressed to a degree, but it hasn't been that dramatic. So, and I think that Donovan Mitchell, he'll still be the best player on the Cavs in 5 years' time. 100%. I think that. I think the Cavs are more of like their team basketball
Yeah, and
sort
it's
of
showing
committee.
Donovan Mitchell's like having his worst year since like his second year.
But I still think that Donovan Mitchell will hold that sort of reputation for being the best player on the Cavs, and he shows more star power than someone like a Şengün right now. A lot more
I would
star
say Donovan Mitchell will probably still be the 1A. Like he'll still be like the go-to bucket on the team, but like
on the Cavs. Yeah, so
I just think Evan Mobley's gonna be insanely more valuable defensively, youth-wise. Like
yeah, I'm not. This is not a list of who's more valuable. I'm just saying who's better in general. I think I do agree that Evan Mobley will be more valuable. Yes, but I'm saying
he will be the build at this time. He will be the building block of the Cavs.
yeah, because Donovan Mitchell will probably be
He'll be an
regressing on his
undersized
way out.
older guard.
But so what? I mean, he's already undersized now, and he's in his prime.
That's fine.
Okay. Actually, it is a hot take for me, and I do agree with that. If I had to reconsider, I'd probably put him a little bit lower. But I think again, the Cavs are literally what the Rockets are, except that they have a legitimate star, and I just don't see it being Garland or Mobley. I just don't see it. I don't see it at all.
Okay.
That's my reasoning.
Fair enough.
I mean, and I do think the Cavs are contenders. They could very well win the championship this year.
Yeah, very well.
Okay, who you got at number 10?
Chet Holmgren. Where'd you
I
put
don't
him?
like
Like,
that take. I don't,
where'd you
and
put?
I really like Chet. I put Chet at 17. I don't like that take. I do not like that take. I don't
Very,
like it.
very, 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 very good.
And I really like Chet.
He's very, very, very good at everything.
And I really like Chet.
Mm-hmm. Chez that guy.
He Minnesota homegrown.
If he doesn't keep getting
English.
injured, so
I'm really high on Chet.
yeah, you're really high on Zion Williamson.
Look, I understand I'm high on Zion, but the fact, first of all, the fact you didn't mention it was just so disrespectful.
I don't have a plan on mentioning him.
Okay.
I'm gonna say a hot take right now. I don't think Zion's ever gonna be an All-Star ever again. Ever again. When?
Just
How many
one
West?
healthy
How many?
season,
How many
one-
West forwards are better than him? Like, my goodness, bro.
How many West point guards are better than John Morant?
At this point,
De'Aaron Fox.
on my list at this point,
Shea,
I have
Luka.
1, 2. Oh, point guards or just guards?
What guards? Yeah, because that's what the All-Star is like.
1, 2, 3, 3.
I have, okay, here's what I have. I have, wait, West? Okay, if we're talking about West, 1, 2, 3. Oh, if we're talking about West, then I have, in 5 years, I have 3 as well. But if we're talking about right now, I have
This is also
one.
Jaw's down here.
I-
This is like the
so
worst
what-
we're gonna see Jaw for a while.
He could either step up or he could step down. So I don't know what to say about that. I have 1, 2, 3. That's definitely better than Jaw. 4.
But this isn't a conversation about John Morant right now. We're talking about how good Chet Holmgren is.
Okay, like
How
it or not,
elite Chet Holmgren is and will be.
great defensive player, but not as he's just not as ball dominant as someone like a Wemby could be.
And
That's
not his
my
role.
gripe about
That's
him.
why he has Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Because he can't.
He could be.
He cannot do
I
that.
mean, he went number 2 for a reason. And when he went number 2, Shea was good, but like, Shea wasn't what we see him now.
What? He's not MVP?
Like Shea was like, I don't even know.
And
like,
was an MVP?
Shea was mid.
What do you mean Shea was mid? You mean Shea
When they
wasn't
drafted
MVP
Chet
that we see?
in 2021?
Yes, Shea wasn't. Shea was really good, but he wasn't an MVP. That like he wasn't even in consideration for that. Like he wasn't even like all NBA consideration. No, he wasn't all
He was
that.
like as good as like last year's Tyrese Maxey.
Actually, I'm just gonna brush that off because I don't know how. I just
He
don't know
averaged
how
24
good
years
that is.
Chet was drafted.
Yeah, so really good, but not MVP potential or like all NBA or
Wasn't
whatever.
even an All-Star, so.
Yeah.
10.
So then after that, then I think that was that the year that Shea really started to be like really locked in.
Oh,
After
the year
Chet
Chet got
got
injured? Let me bring it back
Like
up.
his Chet's like rookie year.
Yeah. Yeah, the next year he averaged 31.
Yeah, there we go.
Get
anyways.
this beauty ad off my screen. Thank you.
Chet at 10 is crazy. So explain yourself.
Very, very good at everything. He will be the second best defender in basketball, arguably. He'll be the second best rim protector, the second best shot blocker. He'll
Chet Holmgren,
he
a
will
top
be
10 player
the best
in the
stretch big
universe.
in basketball.
Chet Holmgren and top 10 player in the universe just doesn't sound right to me. At all.
Fine. Twice my list in 9 years. I just
My 10 I have Cade. We see that he took the big step up this year, and it's only up from here because
what if I told you I didn't even consider him?
You didn't consider Cade.
I'm kidding.
You're obviously kidding.
Yeah, Cade's very good.
Yeah, so there's no justification for me though. Okay, who's your 9?
John Morant.
Glaze. Okay.
At 9, bro, you said he'd be top 10. That's literally not even crazy, bro.
Okay, keep going.
I had him higher, and then I put him down a little bit.
Yeah, you should have.
Well, the 2 people ahead of him, that's like, I can't justify that.
Yeah, because John Morant. John
Morant
never
just
gonna...
his 3-point shooting has gotten better. He's got a better passer. He's a good rebounder for his size. He's elite scorer.
John has never even approached.
He's
never even approached being a top 10 player in this league.
He's just
ever.
Everything John Morant does, it's just like it's just must see.
Oh,
TV.
John can't do no wrong.
He's just must see TV. Like anytime, like he just when he just prances around the floor. It's just glorious. Like
what?
Like, bro, like when the sunshine is gone, bro, there's a new sunshine in town, bro.
Yeah, Wemby.
No, like John Morant's just like the only guy to post Wemby like 3 times. I would put him higher. But like,
But you won't.
I just want to be safe, you know. Like
9 is safe for you.
when I first made this list, I had him like in that 4 or 5
Listen,
range.
we
But
have to consider John Morant has never even approached being top 10.
it's not true.
When?
What year was it?
What? 2022.
Maybe
The year
year
that
the year he got injured and we played against the Warriors. I think that was 2022.
yeah that he was not even approaching.
Very,
top
very, very, very good. He still is very, 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 very good. Yeah, 2022.
He was good.
2022, he averaged 26 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists. It's very, very, very good.
That's very good, but at the time I wouldn't think it's top 10.
His 3-point percentage is actually getting much better. Proud of him. Very, very proud of him.
Okay.
Very proud of him.
Obvious glaze aside, I got Paolo at my number 9.
Yeah, bro, you got like Anthony Edwards at like 3, maybe even 2.
Maybe even 1.
If he's 1, bro, I'm crashing out.
I mean, it could very well be true. Like, I mean, won't you see Anthony Edwards winning at least 1 MVP? 1 at the very least. It's very possible. I mean, okay, but anyways, speaking on Paolo, yeah, Paolo will always be like one of these elite players, but I wouldn't necessarily see him being like one of the faces of the league. Like he would be kind of like what Anthony Davis is. Like when it comes to like you wouldn't see Anthony Davis as the face of the league, but you would see him as like elite. That's what I mean in that case. Nothing like not that he plays like him or any like that. Like, but he could be like the best player on a very contending team. I don't know about championship, but a contending team.
Yes, yeah,
So,
I mean.
Yeah, so it's not ridiculous to say that.
Very, very good.
So who's your 8?
AJ DeBanza.
That's damn high. That's a gamble. I'm not mad at it, but that's a gamble.
He is so good. I've watched a lot of things on him. I was doing a 2K rebuild, and I traded for the first pick because like I saw this kid and I was like, I need him. And then I went to go like that kid is a freak, bro. Like he's.
Yeah, I understand.
He's strong. It's not like he's like I don't even know, bro. Like there's no weaknesses. I think he's generational.
We've done enough AJ glazing for in the beginning of the video.
Yeah, he's elite. Elite.
I understand. Yeah. I didn't put him that high. I put 24 just because I was trying to be safe with it.
Sounds like you're much higher on Cooper Flag.
Yeah. Cooper Flag will definitely I think I'm much higher on Cooper Flag than I am on DeBanza because I just know more about Cooper Flag, you know.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Speaking of Cooper Flag, that's my number 8. I think listen, not that I don't think that AJ DeBanza could be right there with him. I do think that he could be right there with Cooper Flag and the Paolos and the coming up the Tatums of the world. I do think he could be on that level. It's just I just don't know that much.
Yeah.
And it's a user skill issue. I understand that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, it's fair. Who's your 7?
Jason Tatum.
Well, okay, I got Giannis at my 7 because I'm really high on Giannis. I think like I explained earlier, he can be one of those players that that is an exception to the athleticism rule. But
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And Tatum, I mean, I feel like he's still gonna lead the Celtics to be probably still top 3 seed at this point.
Yeah,
I don't think
Celtics
the
are very
will ever
well.
be bad, and as long as Tatum's around, I think as much
he'll
as
be the best player.
He will be. Elite.
Yeah, Tatum will be the best player, and he's already showed us he can be a best player on the championship team. Except in the finals, he was not the best player on that.
And I still think he, night in and night out, year in and year out, I think he could be an MVP candidate.
Yeah, but I don't think he'll ever win it though.
Yeah, but I think he could be a finalist here and there. But
yeah, absolutely. Here's what I have to say about Jason Tatum.
Yeah, you haven't said him yet.
Yeah, because he's next. He's at number 6.
Oh.
Jason Tatum, to me, he's somebody that is like very we know what Jason Tatum is capable of. Like by now, I think we've already seen. Like I think all the way up to 2023, he's improved. Like from his rookie year, like believe this, I couldn't believe when I first saw it. But from 2017 to 2023, he has steadily been improving in all 3 points, rebounds, and assists.
Yeah, sure.
Like that's crazy. Like from look it up yourself.
I used to be a really big Jason Tatum fan, and then I don't know, the Celtics started getting really good.
What? Yeah, then you started hating on them.
Yeah.
Like look.
I used to be and Jaylen Brown, but then the Celtics got really good. Well, I would say that was true up until 2022.
2022 was it?
Yeah.
Or
that's when Bro had 30 points and 9 rebounds per game.
Yeah.
Honestly, his points have steadily gotten worse. Like last season was his worst statistical year.
But I'm saying for those 5-6 years, his points and rebounds has steadily improved. But now we've got to see at sort of the peak of what it can be. Like that's what Jason Tatum is capable of doing.
Yeah.
Having said that, though, I this is around the range where I would put it because he's already showed us what he can do. I don't think he's gonna get any better than what he is because I think even now I think he's around this range.
Yeah, this is like his prime. Like Jason Tatum is like
Mhm.
good. He's very very good.
Yeah, he's what is he 26, 27 now, so he'll probably be doing the same kind of stuff, and I
He's
don't
not
think
going to
he'll be
improve
going
much,
anywhere.
but he'll still be really good.
Plus I will give him this: the Boston Celtics are a very well coached, very well ran, very well schemed team, and it's
I'm
really
curious
tough
to
to
see
beat
what
them
they
because
do post Drew Holiday, post Kristaps, because those
yeah,
two aren't the youngest people in the world. And Kristaps is injury prone, so Derek White. And, I mean,
yeah, Derek White's getting
maybe
older as well.
Peyton Pritchard steps up and beats the third option.
I really think that the Boston can really like. I don't think they'll like be missing out on much. Like they'll still be really good. They'll just find a way to be good, kind of like what the Lakers are.
Yeah.
Because like you will always keep like when Jason Tatum is that good, you'll always keep him happy.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Yeah, but
Hmm.
who's your
Okay.
seven?
I said Giannis was my
Oh
seven, and then
yeah,
Tatum
and
was
Tatum
your
was your
six.
six. My
Okay.
six. Cade Cunningham.
You're higher on KD than I am. I'm not mad at
Yeah,
it.
three.
I understand.
His 3-point shooting has gotten better every single year. His scoring has gotten better every single year. I think he's he's a he is a Luka Doncic-esque player.
That's
He's
a little
very
high.
very very good.
I understand he's very good, but to say
I
Luka,
think Cade will be in contention for face of the league. Like
okay,
he's
I'm
gonna
not
put the
mad at
Pistons
that.
on the map for a while. Like I think the
Yeah, yeah.
Pistons like this is the worst the Pistons are gonna be for a while.
Hmm. Yeah, for sure. I feel like you're a little higher than him than I am by calling him Luka. That's
Okay,
very
well, it might have
special
been a
phrase.
little bit exaggerating, but like he
Um,
will be that guy when you need him. I think that he's gonna surprise a lot of people this year in the playoffs too.
mhm.
When they make it, that would be a sure thing.
Yeah.
I'm calling that.
Well, it's an if, but yeah, it's just him by him being so good, and I feel like the Detroit Pistons, even though they found their culture, they still have a lot of things to figure out when it comes to like secondary players other than Cade. But they have their guy, and
Yeah,
they know that they have their guy, but they just need to, and they have their culture, and they have everything, and they just need to find out another like to play alongside Cade,
I did not know the
alongside Cade.
Pistons were one
What?
game back from the 4 seed. That's crazy.
Right. Yeah,
I knew they were good.
both conferences, both conferences are very competitive.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to like that mid seed, like from 3 to like 8, 9, 10 ish.
Well, the Knicks are far off from the Pacers,
Well, I'm saying like that mid sort
but
of
yes,
tier.
yeah.
Really, it's very
The
competitive.
Pacers, the Bucks, the Pistons, the Magic, Hawks.
Hmm. Okay. So what was Cade your six?
Yeah.
Okay. Who do you have at your five?
Anthony Edwards.
Okay.
I thought about putting
That hurts.
up one more, who I have at 4, but I don't know. I mean, like, Ant-Man is really good. I mean, probably last year I would have said Ja was better than him, but like after that playoff run, I mean,
Yeah.
there's nothing I can say about.
Let's
There's nothing I can say about
yeah.
Ant-Man. I mean, he's really good at everything, and his biggest
I'm
weakness,
gonna
his
I'm
biggest
gonna
weakness is
save
now
the
turning
place.
into like his biggest strength,
Yeah,
which
the
is
three.
3-point shooting.
I wouldn't necessarily say his biggest weakness was the 3-point shooting.
Well, one of his bigger
I think
weaknesses was he didn't shoot threes so much.
he was always a good 3-point shooter. He just didn't take that much because he would settle for long twos.
And the Timberwolves especially weren't a good offensive team last year with Cat and losing Cat and having even less 3-point shooting. He took it in his own hands to
Like balance it out.
yeah.
Uh-huh. So I will save the Anthony Edwards glaze for when I mention him. Spoiler alert, it will not be right now. It would my fifth best player. No, you know what? I'm gonna do a switch. I thought about it. Now I'm gonna do a switch. I'm gonna switch 5 and 4. Okay. So my fifth best player was Luca, but then I looked at it, but no, he needs to be higher. He needs to be higher. My fifth best player is Jokic.
It's fair.
Yeah,
I think he would be in his
he-
range. I just don't know if he'll play.
I absolutely think he'll play. The media says stuff that he prefers horses over basketball. And I
I'm
don't
not
doubt that he
saying
will.
that, but like I'm saying,
But I'm just saying,
bro's
I'm
gonna
saying
be
the media.
35. He has nothing left to prove. At this point, he will be in that top 10 all-time conversation. I don't care what anyone says. He is statistically he is statistically arguably the best center of all time. Statistically.
I expect him to play though. And if he does play, I expect him to be at
Yeah, if he
top
does
5.
play, I expect him to be
Mhm.
arguably
Mhm.
in that top 3.
Okay, well we haven't. Okay, there's a specific 4 players that we haven't mentioned, like a consistent sort of. No, there's a consistent 3 that we haven't mentioned, and
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they're
And I
all in
don't-
this sort of range.
Well, I know who your 4 is now. From
Okay, thinking about it-
context clues, I know who your 4 is, and I think it's absurd, but okay.
Hold up. I might want to do some
Our top
changes
3s are
to this.
well. Wait. If you just moved Luca, what in the world, bro? Bro, you're glazing so hard. Yo, Cooper Flag is not that good.
What? Cooper Flag was at my 8.
Oh, who am I thinking of then?
What you think I had
I don't
Cooper
know
Flag
who
at
it
top
is
3?
then. You.
I thought you were talking about Ant.
Oh, I do know you're 4 then. Okay, well, Ant's not 4. I can tell you that much.
Well, I might.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah,
might.
I
Okay,
know
okay,
you're
no, no, no,
top
okay,
4.
okay. Yeah. Well, I feel like well, you already mentioned. Wait, did you mention your 4?
No. I mean, you
Okay,
know
okay.
3 of
Well, let's
them,
move
but
on.
4?
I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. Who's your 4?
Paulo. I think Paulo was like.
What?
Bro,
What?
he might be LeBron,
What?
bro. Like, Paulo's elite. Paulo is so good. He's so good at basketball.
Ew.
I mean,
It's a
ew.
horrible take.
I mean, bro.
Bro,
Paulo is so
I
good.
understand. I understand the hype at Paolo. I had him at 9.
He's
But
so
4?
so good, and I think he's gonna get much better than what he is now.
Stinky boo boo take.
Bro, Paulo's the
You
Magic
think Paolo Banchero, bro? In the Big 25, saying that
bro.
Paolo is gonna be
In
better than Ant in 5 years.
2030, I'm calling this right now, and this will be on the internet forever now.
He will be
In the year 2030, the 1 and 2 seeds will be the Pistons and the Magic.
in the Big 25. You're saying that Paolo will be better than Ant and will be on the same level as Luka, Shea, and Wemby.
Him and Ant are the same tier. Like they're gonna like.
No, like look at the camera with a serious face and say that Paolo is better than Ant in 2030 and will be on the same level as Shea.
I put him on my
Wemby,
list,
and
didn't
Luka.
I? Don't hate on my list.
Then say that. Say that with a straight face and I'll
I
believe it.
did.
With a straight face. Say it with a straight face and I'll believe
Bro, obviously thinking about it is
it.
not.
No, right now,
easy.
no. Listen. I will say it with you.
I believe it, bro. Just believe it.
Say it.
Just believe it, bro.
Then say it.
Just believe it.
You can't say with it. You can't. Yeah. It is blazing. Say it.
I can't say with Ant either.
Say it. I will say. I would say.
I can't even say with Ant, bro. I can't, bro.
Say yes, because it's not true.
I believe that Paulo will be this good, bro.
Well, how good?
Really good. Like, arguably basically good.
Yeah, that's why I have him at number 9. But why do
4.
you? Yeah, so he'll be on the same
Maybe
level as
5. Maybe I can switch him and Ant. I wouldn't
Okay,
be
okay.
mad at that.
Okay, wait. Yeah, but you'll say he's on the same level as who?
Anthony Edwards.
No, but who else? Like the 3 ahead of him.
I think the 3 ahead of him are in their league of their own, so I wouldn't
Okay.
I wouldn't interchange 4 and 5 or 6 or 7 with the 3 that I have ahead of them.
Okay.
It's kind
So
of
he's not on
like
the
the
same-
NFL like quarterback situation. Like you got Lamar, Joe, Patrick, and Josh, and then like
Are we
after-
talking about this season or general?
just like in general. And then like
Okay.
that next tier is like Jalen Hurts and Jaden Daniels and Jared Goff. Like that's
Who knows? I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you, but Jaden Daniels could step up next year or the year after that. We don't know.
Well,
He's a
Jaden
rookie,
Daniels. I mean, at this point, I wouldn't say he's better than Jalen Hurts after winning that, but
Yeah. But I'm saying just like
yeah, you never know.
he has a lot. Yeah, potential. He's really good potential. So I mean, my top 4 players in the league are pretty simple. I mean,
I know the 4. I can't really
We have-
decipher the order.
we all have some order of Ant, Luke. Well, you didn't. Well, you had Ant
I
at
can
5,
put,
but
I
you
can
said
put
Ant
Ant
at
at 4. It doesn't really matter.
These 4 players, in my opinion, are like what Bryce said, like on a league of their own. Like nobody's gonna be messing with these 4 players, and it's all some order of Ant, Wemby, Luka, and Jay.
Yeah.
All some order of it. So if you want to play them interchangeably, I'm not mad at you. But these are my 1As. No, actually, all the way up to, I would say 10. I would say the 10 1As in this league in 10 years and 5 years would be Cade, Paolo, Cooper Flag. I mean, AJ DeBanza could be, but it's like he's a maybe. Giannis, Tatum, Jokic, Luka, and Shea and Wemby. Those are going to be the 1As in 5 years.
Yeah, I probably said there's like 9 for me, but
9. Okay, I'm not mad at
9
you.
to 12.
9 as well.
Because the Cooper Flag could possibly be, Giannis could possibly
Yeah.
be, and
Yeah, that's-
my little Chet Holmgren take. I mean, Chet will never get the chance to be that 1A. I don't think ever in his career, but I think if given
Chet is not a
opportunity,
1A. I'm telling you that right now. He will never be a 1A. Even if you got a chance to, he'll never be a 1A.
he never will get the chance.
And bro,
Because by the
Chet
time,
is one
because
of my
Shea is going to be on the Thunder forever, and so will Chet. And they might. Just
You're
retire
making
together.
me look like you're making me look like a Chet Holmgren hater, but you're acting like he's the second coming of Jesus Christ.
I couldn't, bro. No, I don't.
Christ Holmgren.
Bro, you're making it seem like the gap between Chet and Paulo is crazy. I put Chet one
Not
spot lower than
crazy,
you had
but it's-
Paulo.
Okay. The Chet. Okay. In my opinion, the gap between Chet and Paolo is 8 spots. And yeah, Paolo is that much better than Chet.
Or do you have Chet 16 or something?
17.
Yeah, it's right, Trae Young.
And I have actually my list is sort of a gamble on whether or not sort of a lot of players can stay healthy. So
Yeah,
if we got those players out like Embiid and like Zion, then Chet is really like 15 ish.
yeah,
Yeah,
right.
like 15, 14, 13 ish. So I wouldn't be surprised if Chet was like 14, 13 ish. But to say that he could be a best player on a championship team is just
Yeah. Oh well.
yeah, it's
Oh
controlling, bro.
well.
But yeah, um, so you said your four was Paolo, and my four is Luca.
Yeah. Honestly, I'd interchange
I
it. I would say Anthony Edwards is my four, but oh well.
Okay, I'm not mad at that. But the reason why I said Luca, I mean, he'll have his own franchise, and God knows how good the Lakers will be at this time. Like,
Bro,
I
even
mean,
looking at him now in a Laker uniform doesn't even look right.
not even that it doesn't look right. It just like Luca will like after LeBron leaves, like wow, man. Like, I mean, I know a lot of people want to play with Luca, so
You know,
we'll see
it's
how
not even
that
a
goes.
hot take to say, what if LeBron is still in the league?
In 5 years, absolutely not.
You
Even
never
LeBron
know,
himself
bro.
said. Even LeBron himself said absolutely not.
You don't know.
But when the goat himself
I
said it,
mean, he acknowledged it on the Travis and Jason podcast. They acknowledged that this guy said when he was 35, he said something about how this fuckery won't go on for much longer. And then when he turned 40, he said it again, and LeBron laughed at it.
yeah, but no, but then he got asked this question. He got asked it like in a more serious interview
Well, he
because
doesn't
he
want
was
to get
just still
anyone's
kind of
hopes up. If it happens, it happens. But like, he's not gonna get people's hopes up that he's gonna play for
no,
8
like
years.
bro,
Like, bro isn't
bro.
gonna play
First,
until
okay,
he's
first,
50. I'm aware of that.
Braun literally said himself that he's not going to be playing till he's like four.
You
Bro,
never know.
even he was like he said, "Are you going to play till 43?" He was like, "Hell no, 43. That's preposterous." Bro, even Bronny, bro, like when people were asking him questions and stuff, like you think your dad is going to play till Bryce comes on? It was like maybe Bronny, but not Bryce.
What is he supposed to say? He's not gonna put his
Yeah.
expectations on him. Like, LeBron will do him if he feels good. He'll play.
I mean, but who knows their dad more than more than Bronny? I mean,
Well, I'm pretty
I
sure
don't
his
know,
dad. I'm pretty sure LeBron told Bronny like, if someone asks you that question, don't give him an answer because I don't think LeBron has an answer.
bro. LeBron himself said he's not going to be
I
playing,
don't think LeBron knows when he's gonna stop playing.
bro.
I think as long
Bro,
as Bronny is doing what he's doing, as long as Bryce is in the league, and as long as Savannah's on board with it, I don't think he's
I
gonna
think
go
it's kind of
anywhere.
a stretch to even say that Bron is going to be playing till Bryce is in the league. It's kind of a stretch.
He'll be in college next year.
So what? Yeah, LeBron has to wait. Okay, but I will say this: that Luca being traded to the Lakers would motivate LeBron to stay on the
Like,
Lakers for a
LeBron
little
doesn't have to
longer.
like put everything on his shoulders. Like, Luca can
No,
like
okay,
LeBron can
think
just be
about it.
like a, I don't even know,
No, think about it. If you're the
be in his
Lakers, right?
Draymond Green era.
No, if you're in LeBron, would you be more motivated to play longer with Anthony Davis or with Luka Doncic?
Well, Luca, of course, he's better and younger.
Exactly. So yeah, so you would be like, okay, well, I could seriously win more with like Luka because again he's better and younger than AD is. So I think that would at least motivate him for playing for 2 years, maybe a year longer. I don't know, but I don't think he's gonna retire this season for sure.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, I have Luka at my four.
Yeah, I have Luca
I
at my three.
if you
So
want to say that Luka is your number one player, I'm not mad at it. It's just all these players are really interchangeable.
yeah, Luca's my three. I mean,
Yeah.
we said we need to say about Luca.
But these
Luca's very, 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 very good.
mhm. These four players I would say are the faces of the league.
Yeah.
Ant, Shea, Wemby, and Luka.
Fully John
These are
Morant.
my.
John Morant didn't have his off the court stuff. Not like he's a top five
Why are we talking
talent,
about John Morant? Is not in this conversation, bro.
bro. If he didn't have, like his
Bro, if these, bro,
flashiness.
no. If John Morant went up to these sports players, be like, "What up?" Yo, what up? I'd be like, "Bro, get out of here, little bro. You're not here with us right now, but get out of here, little bro."
Bro, that's
I
just
mean, like
cap.
you good, but like,
John Morant, that's
like
just
you
cap.
great,
That's
even.
just cap. That's just cap.
John, you great, even. John, you great. You could even be top 10, but to be faces of the league, now you gotta get out there, though, bro.
Everyone talks about it.
Hmm?
Everyone talking
Talks
about
about Ja being the face
faces
of
of
the
the
league.
league. It's like it's so recency bias. It was
Okay,
everyone talks about John Morant being it, and then Anthony Edwards went on his little things like, oh, Anthony Edwards gonna be it. And now it's Wemby. It's like no one knows.
well, I think I have a pretty good idea. Like, I don't think there will be just
Just
one face of
unfortunately,
like
the league is
there wouldn't.
trending downwards because LeBron, Steph, KD, all these players are so influential, and those are the faces of the league. And when they're gone, none of the four, even five, any of the people that we have on our list are as influential. So like,
Well,
none of them are going to fill the
think
shoes
about it.
of them at all. Not even close.
Think about it when Michael Jordan left, right? There was so many people calling such and such player the next Michael Jordan. When a player that could reach up to or even surpass Michael Jordan's influence came up, then
Yes,
they're
but
gonna be
that's
like,
like the '90s and like early 2000s. Like there is way more growth for people to be like. Now it's like, what else can people do? Like back when
That
Michael Jordan
I really
retired,
don't think
people weren't shooting
I
threes. Like there was like way more like that people can do, and now it's like what more can NBA players do unless they add like a 4 point line?
I really don't think the NBA needs a new Michael Jordan, to be honest. Like
That's what I'm
back then,
saying.
because
Because like why I put Evan Mobley at 13 is like Evan Mobley thinking about it. Like yeah, even for me that's crazy, but like I don't think the talent in the league is gonna be like as top
I
heavy
wouldn't say
soon.
necessarily. I wouldn't say okay, because let's say in the 70s. Okay, let's go all the way back to the 60s. 60s we had Wilt and Bill, right? 70s we had Kareem. Like, there was always one or two guys that were just the face of the league. 80s we had Magic and Bird. 90s we have Jordan. Then 2000s we had like Kobe, LeBron ish era ish, like sort of Steph Curry ish. Maybe if you want to put, I wouldn't put KD in there, but something like that. Now the league has sort of balanced out to the point where it's like, okay, we don't need a 1A to keep the viewers watching anymore. But like, it's not really that necessary, and it's not necessarily a bad thing in my opinion.
Yeah,
I would say at least.
yeah, that's fair.
And I think with players like LeBron, Steph, and KD stepping down, these players like Shea and Wemby and Ant are just gonna fill the role that they were doing. Except, I mean, obviously they won't have as much influence because like the world didn't know them like they knew LeBron. But
Yeah,
I don't think it's a bad thing.
yeah, that's fair.
So did you mention your four, Paolo or Ant? And I
I
said
said my
Luca,
three.
and you said, yeah, your three was Luca.
Yeah,
Yeah, for obvious reasons. And my three is Ant.
sure.
Obviously, I'm really, yeah. I mean, I'm really high on Ant. I mean, I'm probably the highest on Ant that any like the biggest Timberwolves fan. Like
Well,
obviously
clearly, as
I'm
soon
gonna
as
be
you said
high on Ant.
ant, like you started like smirking. Like you can't
Yeah,
even
I
like
mean,
stop cheesing just thinking about
the,
it.
the name Ant makes me smile. Like Ant might be my favorite bug now. But okay, obviously, we've seen Ant take the superstar leap last year. It seemed like the Timberwolves system just clicked under Finch's coaching style. Like we really hung our hat on defense. Um, and like it went from Ant being like from a plus defender to like being a really like he's literally considered like one of the best two-way players last year. Even now he's a good two-way player, but like his defense wasn't as electrifying because when you have someone like Rudy Gobert rallying the defense and like it being so perfect, it really made someone even like Cat start to be like a lackluster defender to someone really good. That really has nothing to do with why Ant has been taking the superstar leap, right? Um, I really think like what Bryce mentioned with the Ant taking a 3 point leap. Yeah, it could be because we lost Cat, but he hasn't lost a beat. So and Ant is 23 and a half years old, and he could be one of the faces of the league.
Oh my
I mean,
goodness, this
like,
is glaze.
what do you mean glazed, bro? I mean, I could really
I
say
mean,
more.
I
This
said
is
I
just
said
game.
like I didn't even really glaze John Morant. Like my John Morant segment was like short and sweet. You're giving like in-depth analysis.
I'm giving the in-depth analysis on the team and not really Ant. I didn't say Ant is great because that I said the team. Like I'm talking about
Ant
how
really
Ant
took the
is for the
superstar
team.
leap last season.
He did.
And
Yeah,
then
yeah. What's wrong with that?
and then had the 23 and a half.
Oh, okay, maybe that was glazing.
Oh my goodness. So
Okay.
bad.
Um, I think we have the same 1 and 2
Yeah,
and the exact same spots.
probably not. But it is 50-50. Who knows? I don't know.
I'm a bet that we do. I'm a bet that we have the exact same 1 and 2.
I think
I think we
wrong,
do
but
because no way you think Wemby's gonna be the best player in the league.
oh yeah, I put Wemby at two.
Yeah, so we do. So yeah, so
I
Shea
thought
one,
you put
Wemby two.
Wemby at one
Nah,
because you were just
nah.
like other than like Ant, you haven't glazed someone more, and we haven't even talked about Wemby, and you were just like keep it
Bro,
rated
I,
B for
I
everyone,
like
but
bro, I like Chet more than Wemby.
same.
It's just you glaze him to preposterous levels that he just doesn't deserve.
Wow.
That's what it
I
is.
will say he looks like Abe Lincoln. He really does.
Yeah, he does. He does. So what?
Like, you need to get some bitches, bro.
What? I mean, so what? He looks like Abe Lincoln. That does not matter to me. So, a whole other grown man. I don't care.
Yes, you do.
I know this is. I was like, what? I know. No, I know. I've known who Chet was since I was like 11, 12. I mean, before I even really got into the NBA.
What?
No, okay, listen. I really got into the NBA when I was like 13. No, no, no. I'm lying. I'm lying. No, I got to the NBA when I was like 11, and I knew
You
who
got
Chet.
in the NBA?
I got into the NBA,
Mm, mm.
not in the league, dumbass. I'm talking about like.
But that's
Like,
literally what you said. I mean, you can run it back.
oh my God, that's not what I meant.
You can run that shit back, Turbo.
I meant I knew
I can play
I
Shea for
knew.
hours though. Like he might as well. Like, oh my goodness, That
Bro,
man.
yeah. Where does it begin? Where does it begin with Shea?
Really, where does it begin? I don't know where to begin.
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
get
from
it.
like his physical attributes to inside and out, he is. He's the pinnacle of a living man. There's not many
He's the
men. There's not
pinnacle.
many men in this world that you want to be like that aren't named Shay. There's very
If you
few.
said that to his face directly, he would make the exact same face I'm making.
I mean, his teammates do it.
Yeah,
Every
and he
every day is consistent for me. I mean, I'll wake up, I sleep, I eat the same things. My whole
no,
life is
bro, no,
consistent.
literally, no. He said something. My whole life is consistent, and then everybody just started believing, especially J Dub. Like, bro, J Dub, what are you doing, bro?
Hey, man. I
Bro
mean,
needs to sit down. But
if you were
yeah,
If you were Ant's teammate, and he said that you'd be going bananas too.
what? My whole life, he'd be like, nah, he wouldn't say that. He would go cuss off the whole refs and everything. Bro, he would really say some preposterous stuff.
No class. That's why like I don't know if he'd be the
I kind of like that about Ant. Like, he really doesn't care.
yeah. That's
Bro,
why I
he'd
don't.
be fined $1
He
million
doesn't
and he wouldn't
like.
care.
That's why Shea I think is the face of the league and will be for a while. Is that he's so elite that no one can ever like no one's going to catch him, and he's so classy about it. You don't hear anything bad about Shea. You don't hear him cussing out the refs. You don't hear him complaining of like yes he gets a lot of free throws, but like it's not like blatantly that he's like whining about calls. He's just really good at drawing fouls. He's like you don't hear anything bad or negative or anything questionable about Shea ever.
As much as I want to hate on Shea, I can't hate on Shea. I agree with you.
Yeah, like there's not much to hate on with Wemby either. Although when that little Zubac when he tried to like he got up, you saw that like Zubac pushed him and like Wemby slid and he like got up. I was like, scared for my life.
What, Wemby was scared for his
Like
life or
no,
Zubac?
like Wemby like shoved Zubac at one end, and then he was running back down the court and Zubac boom, and Wemby went like flying. He kind of flopped, but like Wemby like got up and like that was like God, if I was Zubac I'd be scared. Like that man coming
Wemby,
at me, bro.
you would be scared if you were Zubac?
Yes,
If Slender Man
seven
just came up
foot
and
four slender man just like start coming at me full speed, bro.
yeah, but bro, Zubac is maybe shorter than him by like 3 or 2 inches, and then he has a lot more weight on him. Bro, if I'm Zubac, I'll take my chances. Not saying I would win, but it would be a close fight.
No, bro. You don't want to fight Wemby.
And plus, bro, Zubac is way older, bro, than Wemby.
So
We forget how Wemby's like 21. Like,
so
come on, bro, that's a little boy to Zubac.
like
I
we
would, bro.
literally had this talk
I'm just
before
saying.
when Anthony Edwards and Dylan Brooks were getting into it. And
Yo, 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 yo.
I said Dylan Brooks would beat his ass, and you were like, you gave me a low. You did not
I
agree.
said I wouldn't doubt. I said, I mean,
You didn't agree.
perhaps, but bro, I
You
just
said that man ain't swole. That's exactly what you said. You said that man ain't swole.
is he not swole? Is he not swole though?
Yeah.
He is very swole.
I can't
Very
admire
swole
another
individual.
man, but you're admiring another man's like physique.
No, but
That man,
you put it in a context where you said Dylan Brooks would beat up Anthony Edwards.
he would.
And it's Ant really just like he gives like I don't care energy, and he got like
But it
he
wouldn't
gives
really matter.
zero F.
We would never see it, so like it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, because Dylan Brooks doesn't fight. He just pokes the bear and he gets 40 dropped on him. That's what he does. What he deserves. That's why he's nowhere near the top 30 list, and he will never be nowhere near the top 30 list.
Wow. Bro,
Yeah,
it's just
never.
like
Bro, he'll be lucky to be top 100. I'll be honest with you.
I mean, I've had him on my team before. I don't want him.
Yeah. Look how that worked out for you.
You told
You
me
did.
you said any team would want Dylan Brooks on their team, but
I said
wouldn't
you
want
would
to play.
love to have him on your team, but you would hate to play against him because he's
Yeah,
so
I would
annoying.
not love to have him on my team.
Like, bro, he hits 1-3. He thinks he's Michael Jordan.
Yeah, he played good against the Celtics.
Yeah, that was his best game. And he thought he was hot. Like, bro, he thought he was hot shit after that, to be
He
honest.
was hot shit that game, at least.
Only that game.
And I'm pretty sure I saw Keith do his daily recaps in the next game. He had like 6 points. On like 1 for 8, I'm pretty sure.
Yo, exactly,
He
bro.
said, "Yo, Dylan Brooks, you hit 9 threes yesterday or the other night, and you come on, I'll put you on my parlay, and you shoot my little cousin's birthday."
Yo, January 8th or something?
Something like
Or January 6th or whatever?
Something like that. Nasty
Yeah.
work.
Like, no, not to hate on, like, bro, I can't believe we're at the end of this podcast talking about hating on Dylan Brooks, but yeah, I guess wherever the conversation takes you.